Welcome to the block party. Like Kobe. Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air with Lakers Showtime live tonight from the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Your Los Angeles Lakers taking on them Brooklyn Nets in NBA action. Is this a preview of the NBA Finals? Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. What's up, Laker Berzerkers? Valhalla Sports Talks returns with our first Lakers telecast in quite a while. Hopefully we have a big night here on the channel. We've got 8 Berzerkers up in here as we go live this evening. Time locally is 7:31 my time. This game is set to tip off at 8 o'clock my time. So in about a half hour, NBA seems to run about 10 minutes later than an official start time. So about 8:10 likely. Let's check in the chat with all the folks we got up in here already. Brandon Guy says hello. What's up, Brandon? Madison Roach says hi. Paul Magdaleno up in here. Who else we got? Sabres Boy 9 checks in, says what's up? Welcome to the channel, Sabres Boy 9. It's Suki up in here. Click the playlist, says let's go Lakers, baby. Let's go, buddy. Who else we got? Devon Pritch is up in here. Says, what's up? What's up with you, Devon? Nice to see you again. Brandon Guy had something to see. Wants to see the Lakers go against 76ers. Well, we got the Nets tonight, buddy. Devon says, coming from a 76ers fan, I hope the Lakers dominate tonight. I mean, me too. We'll get into like injuries and all that good stuff in the pregame portion of the show here. I'll go over all that stuff here just a little shortly, okay, folks? Leafs fan, Jazz fan says, I'm a Jazz fan. Go Nets. Devon says, no Schroeder. Kuzma better have at least 25 tonight. We need Kuzma to have big games. Mr. Pay Your Bills. I got Lakers all night. No AD and Schroeder. Let's go. Kyrie and Harden are on the chopping block, says Mr. Pay Your Bills. Kyle Brad Clevenger says, been a while. LeBron needs to have a big game tonight. I hope so. Welcome back, Kyle. King Yellowman says, I'm right in front of Staples Center in this exact spot you're pretending to be at. What do you mean? I'm really here, dude. What the hell do you mean? I also have special guest stars that are going to join me tonight, folks. Another YouTuber that does a lot of Lakers games always has guest stars that join him on the set. And so I've got 2 huge ones, ladies and gentlemen, that are going to join us tonight here on the set. MTC says LeBron and KD all-star captains. Yep, they sure are. They sure are. Mr. Pay Your Bill says if LeBron wins tonight, he will go to the finals. I hope so. Bella checks in, says, what's up, Papa Jeff and fam? What's up, Bella? How you doing? Mr. Pay Your Bill says LeBron doesn't need AD. If LeBron is supposed to be the GOAT, he will beat the Nets. Easy money. Easy Skrilla, easy scratch, easy bacon. But 6 Berzerkers in the house. Let's get into the pregame portion of this bad boy. We'll get into this. The matchup predictor tonight. Brooklyn Nets are 18-12 on the season, 7-7 away from home. The Lakers are 22-7, 9-4 at home at Staples Center. The matchup predictor gives the Brooklyn Nets a 43.8% chance of winning this matchup this evening. Gives the Lakers a 56.2% chance of winning it. Bella's having her some Oreos. Mr. Pay Your Bill says the Lakers have the best defense in the NFL, and there's Ben Weather Channel up in here, says, hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Welcome back. Throwing up them Lakers members exclusive emojis in the chat. All right, so let's look at the season leaders for these 2 teams, okay? Jay Harris for Brooklyn leads them with 14.9 points per game. LeBron James leads the Lakers at 25.7. Rebounds. Deion Jordan leads the Nets with 7 rebounds a game. Anthony Davis leads the Lakers with 8.4 rebounds per game. Assist-wise, Deion Jordan leads the Nets at 1.9 assists per game. LeBron leads the Lakers at 7.9. Injury report. This is much talked about here in the pregame. Obviously, in the comments section on the page, there was a lot of talk about injuries. Brooklyn Nets are reporting Iman Shumpert and Kevin Durant are both out tonight. Lakers are reporting LeBron James is day-to-day. He will play tonight, though. Anthony Davis is out, as is Dennis Schroeder. Leafs fan, Jazz fan says, I'm a Jazz fan. Go Nets. Alejandro Suarez says, Curry on Team LeBron. Brandon Guy said he was doing some Madden. He played against the Vikings and won 37-14. Salvador Chavez up in here. What's up, Salvador Chavez? What's up, buddy? How you doing? Devon asks, am I more worried about the Clippers or the Jazz as a matchup in the playoffs? I ain't worried about none of them. Yep, no KD tonight. That's correct. Mr. Pay Your Bill says, we're at home. Nets barely won versus Suns. It's an easy sweep. And Ben's still throwing up some more of them Lakers emojis. Let's look at the standings here for these two teams, all right? Brooklyn sits at second in the Atlantic Division, just behind Philadelphia at 18-12. Philadelphia's 19-10. The Lakers lead the Pacific standings. 22-7 is their record. They won one, and the Clippers are the closest team, a game and a half back from them in the Pacific. Salvador Chavez is doing good. He says, let's go Lakers. Let's go, buddy. All right, let's look at the pick center, folks. The pick center, for those of you that like to put a little Skrilla, a little scratch, a little bacon, a little dinero, some of them dollar bills, y'all, some of that money, some scratch. What else we got? Some ducats, some money on the game, right? Has the Lakers favored by 3 points tonight. The money line bet, Nets plus 125, Lakers minus 145. And the over-under for points scored in this game, 229.5. Game will take place at Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles. Those of you in the chat there, let's get your predictions on tonight's game like we always do. Hashtag, who do you think's going to win? And what will the score be? I'll type mine into the chat as well. Mr. Pay Your Bill says, I hate Harden. He ruined the NBA. The King will teach Harden a lesson. Devon says, I don't know about you, Valhalla, but I can't wait for spring baseball to come back. I saw some pictures, Devon, of the pitchers and catchers for the Dodgers today. Exciting time of year, without doubt. Alejandro Suarez says, what happened to Dennis Schroeder? I don't know. They're showing him as as out tonight. Not really sure what's going on. Mr. Pay Your Bills is really passionate about these Lakers, it looks like. I got the Lakers tonight. The public will take the Nets plus the points. The casino will take the Nets. Better money. Get Boards for Days checks in. Says, there's no way we will win tonight with Schroeder out. Wow, dude. You don't have any faith in Caruso, huh? Salvador predicts Lakers 56-27. Paul says Lakers 125, Nets 110. Let me put mine in there. So we have an official record. So you people can't say, Valhalla, you didn't say that. Valhalla predicts, hashtag Lakers 118 to 115 in a close one. So there's my prediction. I get Boards for Days. Says, my thing is when LeBron goes off the floor, who's going to be the playmaker? I'm going to say your surprise star tonight, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Surprise star this evening. So let's bring in some guests here. You know how our YouTube buddy that does all the Lakers games, he always has beautiful models as his guests. Beautiful models as his guests on his streams. So I thought we would join him today and bring us in some celebrity models. All right, the first one. Welcome to the stream to the beautiful Jennifer Aniston. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we got to bring the celebrities, right? We got to have the celebrities up in here. And nobody can get this kind of celebrity except for Valhalla. The beautiful Betty White, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful Betty White is in the house tonight here on our stream. Say hello to Betty White. Mr. Pay Your Bill says the Lakers aren't a one-man team. They get good points each. LeBron isn't the only player on the team. I agree. Maybe Devon. There might be a little bit of a reference. It might be a little bit of a reference. Nets have good days and bad days. Tonight is their bad day, says Mr. Pay Your Bills. The first game on TNT tonight is Toronto-Milwaukee. That game's got 11:38 remaining in the fourth. The score is 85-74, Toronto leading. AD is out tonight, Bradley. I heard that he's out until after the All-Star break. Probably through an abundance of caution. MTC says Lakers need another big with AD being out. What about Blake Griffin? Maybe we can get old Blake Griffin back in Los Angeles. I Get Bored says, I want to see LeBron on Harden in the playoffs. He played good defense on Harden. Devon says Jennifer is like a 6 of 10. Betty White is a solid 10 out of 10. Betty White is a national treasure, ladies and gentlemen. We need to protect her at all costs. Ben Weather Channel says, can we do USC basketball games? Not likely. We will see, though. If they were to get like in the NCAA tournament, we might be able to do something like that, though. Mr. Pay Your Bill says LeBron might have to be the point guard tonight. Salvador Chavez says, I like the NBA. I think it's going to be a close game, too. I think it's going to be a close game. Erica Park checks in, says thoughts on the Wentz trade. I was actually surprised that Philly gave up on him like that. I think that he landed in a beautiful spot for him. I think that is a good spot for him with the coaching staff that he thrived under prior. So I think it's a good trade for both teams, really. I mean, the Philly, if Wentz starts and plays a lot of time, then Philly's going to get 2 number 2s out of it. Ben Weather Channel says you don't cover the Pac-12 tournament. It's all up in the air, Ben. I'm still learning on this channel. We just passed our 1-year mark, and you're going to have Dodger baseball going at that point. We'll probably be right in the middle of the NBA playoffs at that point. Maybe even the NHL should the Kings make it. So you never know, buddy. Bradley Hellstein checks in, says Vegas odds Lakers -3, 229.5. Bradley, I literally just reported that here on the channel. I literally just reported it. Mr. Pay Your Bill says everybody says that Kuzma will go off. Hey, let's do this. We're sitting here 7:44 the time locally, about 15 minutes from the scheduled tip-off in this one. Let's do a little business first. Let's get the rules of the channel out of the way, folks. So for people that might be new and just visiting us for the first time, here are the rules for chat. Oops, wrong button. But welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Due to copyright restrictions, the game cannot and will not be shown here on the channel. If you want your message to stand out from the crowd in the chat, Super Chat and Super Stickers are available now. And follow these chat rules or you will be banned. No trolls, I don't want any racism, no hate speech, and definitely no politics. Respect my mods at all time, have fun, or hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. But thank you to the mod squad for all that they do here on the channel. And then we always run our little video here to tell you why we do these videos here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Why we do the videos. Big shout out to the first responders and healthcare workers, shifted weekend workers. We do these games so that you can catch in up with your team while you're at work on your break or whatever on your cell phone. So we are hyped, ladies and gentlemen, for the start of this one. Boom, boom, boom. All right, Ben. Oh, okay, says Ben Weather Channel. Mousy Mouse says, let's reunite Lonzo with Kuzma. I actually wouldn't mind that. I'm one of the few that still likes Lonzo. I don't think it'll happen, though. I don't think it'll happen, nobody. MTC Product says, I think you all would get Drummond before Griffin. Griffin is overpaid and is as good as Drummond. Drummond can protect the paint and is a solid defender. I think you're probably right. He's more of a Lakers pickup than a Lakers type pickup than Blake Griffin. But I always, for some reason, thought that Blake Griffin was going to play in Laker purple one day. I don't know why. I don't know why I always had a feeling. All right, I'm going to go to this other screen real quick to see if I have any bugs in the system here real quick. Now we're good to go. We're good to go, folks. We're good to go, though. But 15 Berzerkers up in here as Thor's army continues to grow. Alrighty, we're getting close to game time, folks. I better find my little cheat sheet that tells me what F keys to push for different things. Bradley says, did you hear the Blake Griffin stat? He has not dunked in like 2 years. I had no clue. Had no clue. That's very interesting, though. Mr. Pay Your Bill says, I hope the Lakers won't trade any of the players right now. We have a championship team. Bella says, yeah, Thor's army up in here, up in here. Hopefully we get a little bit of a crowd in here this time. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a crowd up in here tonight. We usually do okay on the Lakers streams, but I haven't done one in so long. Haven't done one in so long here. 7:48 at the time locally, so about 10 minutes before scheduled tip-off in this one. We'll do a sound check here in a moment. We'll do a sound check to make sure that you're hearing the television. Akiva Snitow checks in, says, I'm a huge fan of you, but the biggest net fan, so good luck. Good luck to you too, Akiva. Good luck to you too. Hang around and root for your Nets. Yeah, it's been a while, Devon. It's been a while. I kind of get spanked on him every time, you know. I get spanked every time we do one. But we'll see how it goes. We do, I mean, I might get spanked on Laker streams, but I seem to do better numbers on them than anything else I've been doing lately. Salvador Chavez likes the girls that have joined us tonight, Mrs. Aniston and Mrs. Betty White. Kiva asked, did I see that they announced the All-Stars? Just before I came online, I noticed something about LeBron was a team captain. That's about all that I really saw. Yeah, like Ben Weather Channel says, please like the live stream. Please click the like button. That's what gets us up in those search ratings and gets us a little bit more play and in front of more people. Mr. Pay Your Bills again says Harden will be tired and Kyrie's coming off an injury. Lakers will win. Mr. Pay Your Bills, do you have a bet on this game, sir? I'm getting a little, I made a big bet vibe off of you. I'm getting a little vibe like maybe you put a lot of Skrilla and a lot of scratch on these old Lakers tonight. All right, there's still a long time left in this Toronto-Milwaukee game. 8:36 remaining. Toronto leading 93-82. Mr. Pay Your Bill says yes. I figured. I could feel it, man. I feel that you're hyping yourself up for your bet. Devin Pritch says, how else do you think he's going to pay your bills, Valhalla? Raymond Art Requitin checks in, says, I miss you so much, my friend, live stream. Welcome back, Raymond. Bradley reports Durant is going to drop 40 tonight. I heard that he wasn't even playing, Bradley, so don't make a bet on that. Mr. Pay Your Bill says, West Conference has good teams and East have good individual players. Kind of agree with you there. Akiva says LeBron, Curry, Doncic, Jokic, Kawhi, West All-Stars. Mr. Pay Your Bills laughing. Adriana says, if you have to choose, who will it be? Lakers, Bulls, or Golden State Warriors? Lakers. Lakers. But I may be a little biased. I'm not really sure. I think I might be a little biased. In the All-Star game, Mr. Pay Your Bills? I don't know, man. Who cares? They ain't even playing basketball in them All-Star games. They're just flinging it around. No defense. Who knows? Whoever's hot. Nope, no Anthony Davis tonight. No Anthony Davis tonight. But 7:01 remaining in this Toronto-Milwaukee game. Toronto still leads 93-82. Miggy Fatty checks in. Yo, what's up, Valhalla? Yes, sir. Lakers going for that dub tonight. Yes, they are. Brandon Guy says, my man. Salvador says the LA Knights are winning. The LA Knights? Who the hell are they? You mean Las Vegas Knights? The friend Bray Wyatt says hi. What's up, Mr. Friend Bray Wyatt? Welcome to the channel. The Las Vegas Knights, says Salvador. I got you. We want them to lose, Salvador. We want them Knights to lose. We want them to catch the big ol' L. So it looks like I'll be going up against the man, the myth, the legend, my buddy Rocha tonight. Goosey07 says, why does everyone keep saying to LeBron James, win a real ring, LaFraud? Who keeps saying that? I've never heard a single person say it till you typed it in the chat. The friend Bray Wyatt says, Lake 2-0. But we've got 21 likes on the video. If you guys are new, please hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, turn on bell notifications so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes on line. Remember, this channel caters to the Minnesota Vikings in the NFL, the Lakers in the NBA, the Los Angeles Dodgers in Major League Baseball, the LA Kings in hockey, and Kevin Harvick in NASCAR. We also do all Team USA games, both the basketball teams and the hockey teams. And we do a little bit of that NASCAR stuff as well. The friend Brian Wyatt says the Kings are winning 2-0. There we go. Go Kings, go. Akiva says, what's my final prediction for NBA Finals? Lakers, Nets. Devon says KD's the one that needs a real ring without being surrounded by all-stars. Yeah, lots of people always hating on LeBron. Whenever you got haters, though, it means you're doing something right. King Yellowman says, is LeBron playing in the All-Star game? Thought he said he's getting too old for this shit. I guess we'll know. We'll know in about the fourth quarter if he pulls up lame. Dodgers, Akiva. We are the home of the Los Angeles Dodgers on YouTube. We are the home of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The defending world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. And we put them in the house for those games. We load up the chat for those games. Just staying at a mellow 14 or 16 in the chat there. Folks, if you want to, please share the stream out. Get us some more folks in here. Let's go. Let's have a party. Akiva says, everyone like and subscribe. Yeah, please. Bradley says, I have the Yanks Dodgers in the 2021 World Series. Devon says, Bueller, Kershaw, Bauer is just not fair. MTC says Drummond could get bought out too. You think they're done with him to this point where they're going to let him go before the end of the year? The Fiend Bray Wyatt says, did you watch the Daytona 500? I actually did a stream for it. I did a stream, my man. We streamed it here on the channel. 16 Berzerkers up in here though. 7:58 is the time locally. Like I mentioned, it usually about 10 minutes later is when the real tip-off is, but they show it's an 8 o'clock tip. King Yellowman says our bullpen will be our weak spot. I think they can work with that too, with what we got. I think we can work with the pitchers we got there as well. Salvador says he misses Kobe. I think we all do, buddy. MTC says, yes, 100%. They got K-Love, Allen, JaVale. They got 3 starting centers they don't need, so he'll trade before March 25th. Goosey says, are you going to be streaming the first day of Dodgers play in spring training? I'm not sure, Goosey. We'll see. Tyler Barnard checks in, says, what's the score? There is no score, buddy. The game hasn't even started. Yeah, it hasn't started yet, Tyler. King Yellowman says they just painted a big Kobe mural on 310 liquor store in my town. Some crazy woman drove her Jeep through the wall and took it out. Luis Betancourt checks in, says, what's up, Valhalla? What's up, Luis? What's up, Luis? Luis says Rocha was shouting out this room yesterday. Yeah, Rocha's a friend of the channel, buddy. He's a good buddy. He's a good buddy to the channel. That's why he's one of the featured channels on the bottom of the page, of the main page. And there will be some time where him and I do a collab of some kind. We will be doing some kind of a collab. But 16 Berzerkers up in here. We are at 8 o'clock my time right now, so this thing could start at any moment. I Get Boards for Days says if the Lakers win tonight, he's going to get an MVA boost in his MVP talk. You're talking about LeBron. Talking about the LeBron James. Scott Shaw checks in, says, what's up, Lakers people? What's up, Scott Shaw? Kyle Bird Clevenger checks in, 2824. Yes, Durant is out tonight. Hey chat, just a personal favor from me, keep Oddesy of Ascension in your thoughts this evening. Positive thoughts for Oddesy of Ascension. They're going through the snow deal in Texas. Uh-oh, Bella fell down and hurt her shoulder. When did that happen, Bella? But 18 Berzerkers up in here, ladies and gentlemen, as Thor's army continues to grow. All right, this Toronto-Milwaukee game, 100-85, Toronto over Milwaukee, 4:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. I Get Boards for Days says, this dude told me earlier that KD being out is equal to AD and Schroeder being out. I guess we'll see. Bella hurt her shoulder yesterday. There's Bobby from Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk, throwing up them Thor's Armies emojis. What's up, Bobby? Did your Bruins come back in that game or what? Adriana Sarah says goodbye in Russian. All right, Adriana, we'll see you in the next stream. Have a good night. 24 Berzerkers up in here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, everybody, welcome our co-hosts tonight, Jennifer Aniston and Betty White, ladies and gentlemen. Jennifer Aniston and Betty White, two major stars here on Valhalla Sports Talk's Lakers Game Day Live tonight, joining me in the Valhalla Sports Talk studios. Adriana is off to play some Minecraft. Well, you have fun. You have fun. Scott checking in on the Twins. Goosey says, what's the name of the music right now? I can't remember. It's one of those YouTube songs. King Yellowman says, that's one hell of a threesome, Valhalla, you stud. Gino Levato checks in, says, what's up, Mad Viking? What's up, Gino? Welcome back. Member gang in the house. Berzerker Elite up in here, Mr. Vaulted checks in, says, what did I miss? Parking was a mess. You haven't missed anything, sir. You haven't missed anything, but you can validate your parking ticket at the concession stand. Goosey says, this song sounds great for waiting. Well, that's what we're doing. We are waiting. It's a little pause song. We do have one of our members working on music for the channel, though. our very own music for the channel. It's going to have a more rock and roll feel to it. But we're up to 23 Berzerkers up in here, folks. If you're new, again, please hit the subscribe, hit the like, turn on bell notifications so you know when we go on live. Also, memberships are available here on the channel. I wonder if I have that video hooked up here. Here we go. Let's roll this little movie here before we get started. Valhalla Sports Talk memberships are available. You get those custom emojis, and then there's a bunch of other different tiers. Alrighty, 28 up to 28 here. The game still hasn't started, folks. We're still in this Toronto-Milwaukee game. It's 100 to 88. Toronto leading with 4:06 remaining on TNT. The Lakers game, of course, on TNT national TV this evening, if you folks want to watch along. I'm Garbage checks in, says the Kings are 2-0 against the Wild. Good deal. We need another win there. We need another dub for them Kings. The Fiend Ray Wyatt says, are you going to do the Coca-Cola 600? That's one that I might do. I'm not going to do all the NASCAR races, but some of the big ones. Indy probably, the Coca-Cola 600. I love that day of racing where the 600 occurs. Wild Horse Academy up in here says, what's up, Berzerkers? Big game night. Go Lakers. Let's go. Yep, the Lakers game is on TBS tonight. I think the Raptors game is on TNT, MTC. Oh, you don't like to watch them or something? Yeah, the Coca-Cola 600 from Charlotte Motor Speedway. The Coach Plays checks in, says, gonna be a good one, boys and girls. I've been to a number of NASCAR races, Gino, in Phoenix. It's the only place I've ever been to a race, though. I've been to probably, I would say, 15 in Phoenix. I've seen Kevin Harvick win a number of times. Some people have never seen their race car driver win. I've seen Harvick win at least 6 times. McDowell won the Daytona 500. McDowell out of northern Arizona won it. Well, isn't the Lakers game supposed to be on? Oh, I see what you're saying. Let's take a look at the guide here. I think they'll just keep it here because this thing's going to end pretty quick. They got a pretty big lead on them. Gina's been to Fontana Speedway. Who's going to win the 500 next year? Who knows? Who knows, buddy? Those plate tracks are just a crapshoot. Those plate tracks are a crapshoot. Whoever's there at the end. You're predicting Kyle Busch next year? He's due. He's due to win one of them big races like that. How close is Brad Keselowski every year, though? Leafs fan, Jazz fan says, I'm going to NASCAR on Sunday. So you're going to Daytona on Sunday for the road course race? Correct, Bradley. So Coach Plays, did you see our guests that we've got on the set tonight? Big stars up in here. Ben Weather Channel says, I'm still here, Ben. I'm still here, Viking. Oh, you got to go then, Bray. You have to go to a race. You have to go. It's unbelievable. The sound and the speed is unbelievable. So we're down to 2:35 left in this Toronto-Milwaukee game. I've been to horse racing before too. I like horse racing. Glenn Human says, big shout out to Betty White. I figured she was a member of Thor's Army. Correct. Paul says, Jeff, where's your playmate at? What are you talking about? You talking about the executive assistant? Oh, got you, Luis. All right, they're looking at a replay in this Toronto game that won't seem to end. Ray Wyatt said the racetrack he went to was in Canada. Played the sounds. You talking about the background, Ben? Let's do that. We'll listen in on the end of this Toronto-Milwaukee game. Tell me if you guys hear it okay.
So over your jump ball.
So this is the end of the Toronto-Milwaukee game here. 2:32 remaining.
It's a 15-point lead for Toronto.
You need help, Paul. Fort Erie Racetrack in Canada. Glenn says, I'm predicting Chase Elliott will win on the road course at Daytona, the Roval, this weekend. Yeah, he has been. You're right. You're right, and he had a fast car in the Busch Clash as well. Paul says it sound good. Milwaukee gets the rebound here, bringing it up. Yeah, they're both on the same channel, Luis. So once this one's over, the Lakers game will start. Bella, I'm a happily married man, girl. I don't want to be having no playmates up in here. Wild Horse says, I heard Kyrie was available to play tonight. Is he hurt or just ducking LeBron? I never know with that dude. I think he's a head case. Yeah, it's on TNT, Luis.
That's what I mean about the evolution of players used to be over-aggressive, but now they keep their position right there.
So 1:19 remaining in the fourth quarter here.
But they're going to give him love.
Giannis just fouled out of the game for Milwaukee.
He took a shot And they are going to review this.
And now they're going to review this. Holy crap. Just get it over with.
Foul.
Get it over with.
So we have had a series of reviews here in the final minute and a half.
While I'm usually not for many,
I got you, Bella.
especially catchers' attention, but if you think the intention's there, I do not think the intention is here on this play. However, that elbow is right there on that play, and because it is a
Bradley says they need to switch games. This is over. I agree.
to be a flagrant foul in order
I agree. This is hokey.
when you look at our officiating crew.
Luis says that's why I don't have cable TV anymore.
Sometimes it's interesting to see how they interpret this call.
Ball flickering.
Exactly. Get this thing over with so we can see some Laker basketball. Wild Horse says TBS and TNT always drag games out so they can show more
So
commercials.
that is a flagrant one, which is the unnecessary contact committed by a player against an opponent. Personal foul is charged as a team foul, 2 free throws and possession, which really just adds to the lead for Toronto. Ananobi, 75% free throw shooter.
All right, they're looking. It looks like Kyrie's going to play here. He's warming up. Ben Weather Channel throwing up those Lakers emojis. Members only Lakers emojis, folks.
So it could be Kyrie Irving and James Harden combined.
Man, you asked some questions there, Bray Wyatt. I have no clue who won the Kentucky Derby this year. Gino says, how long have I been a Vikings fan? Since 1977.
As the Nets will take on the Lakers.
Luis says, by the time the game starts, I'll have eaten all my pistachios and chips. Bradley says, Kyrie is in. Yep, looks like it.
Toronto tonight without Kyle Lowry. Trying to hold his Bucks team under 100 points.
All right, 107 remaining here in the fourth. Toronto 107, Milwaukee 92.
Under 100 points, the most potent, one of the most potent offenses in the league this year. Watch out for Toronto the second half of their heart.
I got a couple milk duds left.
Toronto has our opposing team. You got to be careful for them.
Yeah, I've been a Viking fan for a long time, Gino. Bray Wyatt says the Vikings were good when they had Randy Moss. I don't think the Vikings were in on Wentz.
And the Bucks have now lost 5 straight. Their first 5-game losing streak since back in
All right, so 37 seconds, clock running here.
17. The Bucks dropped to 16 and 13. Raptors and the Reds did a turnaround since that 2-0 start, and they're now 14 and 15. Mama didn't hit the
Just one more foul here, guys.
with just 29 seconds to go. And Connaughton
77, Gino. I'm still waiting, correct. That's how loyal I am to my teams.
Defensive player of the year in college. Look at that length. He's like, listen, I play hard. I like the fact
I've been a 20-year fan of all of my teams, at least 20 years.
Watanabe committing the foul. You can see Pat Connaughton trying to shake it off.
Bradley says, do you really think Wentz is a starter? I don't. I think he's going to shock some folks this year, personally. I think he was traded to the perfect team, to the perfect coaching staff, and I think he's going to look like the guy we saw in year one.
Tampa played 2 straight against
Gino's been a fan since 74. I get you, Gino.
Late change of the scoreboard, 110 to 94.
Alrighty, thankfully this thing's going to be over. Your final from Milwaukee, Toronto 110, Milwaukee 96. And we should get to the Laker game right away.
All the way. Defeating the Milwaukee Bucks next to producer Tom Heights, director Andrew Greenhouse, our producer Ryan Taylor, Chris Weber saying
Steven says the Vikes were good when they had the purple people eaters and Joe Cap.
TNT.
Good evening, everyone, from Los Angeles. The NBA tonight on TNT, presented by State Farm. The Brooklyn Nets are a game and a half back of Philadelphia in the East. The Los Angeles
All right, so they're going to get right to the tip-off, folks.
first place Utah in the West. The Brooklyn
I'll get you to the stat screen as soon as it becomes active, okay, folks?
quarterback Kyrie Irving. Then you take a look at James Harden, who is with Kyrie, who missed the last game because of tightness in his back.
All right, here we go. Here's the tip. Won by Los Angeles. Lakers wearing their alternate blue jerseys, blue and white jerseys. Can't say I like them.
So they have had to mix up their starting lineup. Nonetheless, we still have some star power on the fourth time in this one.
Beautiful pass there by LeBron James.
Shot from the corner by, I think that was Caldwell Pope, was missed.
Lakers, no Dennis Schroeder. Health and safety protocols. So the Lakers down 2 starters now.
Scoreboard isn't updating yet, but I'll get you right to it, folks, when it does.
The Yank shooter was right before game time, so there's Caldwell Pope and Gasol who's coming off a nice game up in Minnesota.
All right, there we go. Let's go to the alternate screen here.
He was shooting inside with a look at Anthony Davis. Right calf strain. They were fearful, Reggie, that it was going to be something worse, like perhaps a strained or torn Achilles, but the MRI.
Malik Stafford fan checks in and says, hey.
And I think after the
Paul says, let's go Lakers.
go as Harden takes it in, out of bounds, the Lakers will have it.
And let's not forget
So a sloppy start to the game.
Miami, the 2 teams.
Kuzma cleans up the mess on the other end and puts his first 2 points home for the Lakers.
Championship series leading into training camp, and you're just wondering if
27 Berzerkers up in here, up in here.
the lack of court time has affected Anthony Davis and that Achilles tendon as well as the calf strain.
Yeah, I agree, Luis.
Consecutive games. Harden has been brilliant.
Nets on the other end.
With the cutting Kyrie shot clock at 1 over Kuzma.
Missed. Lakers will take the ball from out of bounds.
Brooklyn is on the West Coast road trip. They've won in Golden State. They've won in Sacramento. And a couple nights ago, they had an incredible comeback against the Phoenix Suns. First year
Bradley says both teams are off. Yeah, sloppy start.
at 18 and 12. The road record is 7-7.
Shot from way downtown. Bang! Marc Gasol hits a 3.
5% range from beyond the arc.
4-3! Like Kobe! Then on the other end there, Brooklyn puts up a shot. Gasol rebounds it, but is fouled by Kyrie Irving. Lakers will inbound the ball.
Boy, he had 40 points Monday in Sacramento. That was a
I imagine I watched him, Bray Wyatt. Here we go, LeBron bringing it up for the Lake Show.
as you saw
Tries to lob it inside to Kuzma, who doesn't get it.
once again
Matthews back to Kuzma. Kuzma turns on his defender.
on the wing. Anthony Davis
Backs in, side of the key. Tries to pass it, turns it over. Brooklyn with the ball headed the other direction.
here comes Kyrie Irving. Boy, he has a nice handle. You can just see the
Shot from way downtown. Missed. Rebounded by Gasol. Lakers headed the other way. LeBron bringing it up near side. Positive sends it over to Gasol. Top of the key. Back over to here.
they've won 7 consecutive games as Wesley
Missed by Matthews.
will not go. Here comes James Harden.
Down underneath to Kyrie. Puts it up. Misses it.
Who is Bruce Brown?
Gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out. Harden.
And they reload.
Harden takes a 3 and nails it.
James Harden is on an incredible streak. He has, right now, Reggie, been averaging
This guy 9 for the Lakers sucks. Who is he?
11 assists. The number 1 assist man in the NBA with it right here. Feeding and a nice floater.
All right, there we go. Brooklyn scores. Tied up at 5. LeBron right through the lane. Lays it up right-handed for 2.
To the rim with a finish. Almost 12 assists a game in these 16 games with his new team.
Lakers Lakers coming in 22-7. The Lakers, the number 1 defensive team in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets, the number 1 offensive team in the NBA.
Kyrie rattles one home from about 8 foot out. And we're tied again. Yeah, I think it's Matthews. He sucks.
Always have these two closers to be able to not only create offense for themselves, as we see Kyrie right here in isolation situation with KCP, just gets to his spot and raises up.
All right, Harden bringing it up for the Nets.
Phoenix, Tuesday, 128.
An errant pass picked up by LeBron. Lakers fast breaking the other way. LeBron slows him down, sends it to Matthews, back to LeBron. Lakers going from right to left on your TV screen. Nets going from left to right. Lakers in their blue on blue uniforms. Nets in white on white. Kuzma 4-3.
These next 2 to 3 weeks while Anthony Davis is out, I think this is really a chance for Kyle Kuzma to
4-3.
because he's just too good of a scorer.
Like Kobe.
One thing Kuzma has done, Reggie, is he has become more of a
I got you. He was benched and got worked back in. Is Caruso out as well, or what?
filling in around
LeBron bringing it up for the Lake Show.
when he is healthy.
Dribbles into the baseline, puts it up and in 4-2, and he'll go to the free throw line for the N1. Harden, of course, has never committed a foul in his entire NBA career, arguing with the refs.
To take on multiple double teams. I mean, look at the mismatch down here with Harris trying to guard LeBron. I mean, you got to send help early. He's just too big and too strong in that post area.
So LeBron, 71% from the free throw line with that terrific performance against the Timberwolves the other night.
All right, LeBron's free throw is up and clanks home. Here come the Nets. Harden bringing it up on the near side of the court. He's got Matthews on him. Gets a pick. Shoots over Matthews and drains a three-pointer.
He puts it down, James Harden, shooting 41% beyond the arc. Kuzma again. Defense, the rating defensively for the Nets is only number 20.
Kuzma for 3. Drains it.
That is good. And Kyle Kuzma
4-3.
he's got 8 to lead the Lakers early.
Like Kobe.
All watching LeBron James, and that's exactly what Jeff Green did to leave Kuzma.
Harden underneath to Kyrie, who puts it up and in. Oh, Bruce Brown.
Shove his way in. He's taking the place of Kevin Durant. He got a timeout.
All right, so 6:36 remaining in the first quarter, and we're headed to a timeout. Kuzma started out hot here. He has started out hot in this game. Both him and James have 5 points. Steven Gonzalez says, come on, Matthews, play some defense. I agree. I agree. Bradley says the Lakers need an inside presence. I agree. I'm having me the leftover milk duds. I had like 5 milk duds left. Mr. Vaulted says Fletch Lakers #1. Paul's having some coffee and cookies. But we got 18 Berzerkers up in here. Score is 13-7 with 7:11 remaining in the first. Your leading scores for the Lakers, LeBron James and Kyle Kuzma with 5. Leading scorer for the Nets is James Harden with 3. Bella says those are good. Yes, they are. Milk duds are very good. Horrible for your teeth, though. Horrible for your teeth. All right, so in the first commercial break here, waiting to get back at it. You know, I'm not really sure. I know they changed the schedule quite a bit too, Bray.
Broadcast remotely tonight, as you can see, when Fisher in Los Angeles, actually Reggie.
Why are these things going off when they're not supposed to? Let's fix that.
There. And Reggie, the Nets have played some of their best basketball this season against the best.
All right, they nail a free throw there.
It's been the teams that
Actually, 2 of them. It's 16-13 now.
have caused them some problems, but they played well against the good teams like the Lakers.
Yeah, they're 10-1 versus teams with a plus 500 record, which tells me the better the team, the more they're going to get up. For the
Lakers turn it over.
trouble for the Lakers because they're second in the.
Harden bringing it up. Runs into some opposition at the free throw line. Backs back out the three-point line. Steps into the lane. Kicks it out to Kyrie. Back to Harden.
Shot clock is at 8. And now giving it off to Kyrie.
Kyrie puts up an off-balance shot. Misses it, but he is fouled on the play.
The neat little stories that come out of the season for the Brooklyn Nets is how Kyrie went to Harden and said, let's switch positions. I think you're probably better suited as the point. I'm going to go to the 2. Kyrie, Reggie has been a point guard most of his NBA career.
Well, a hybrid point guard, because he can score the basket as good as anyone. But I like the dynamic because obviously James Harden is a dynamic passer and playmaker, and it makes sense for this Brooklyn team.
Tonight, the NBA on TNT is brought to you by Oculus from Facebook. Tonight's game features the Oculus front row view to take you courtside for an up-close and by Intuit.
All right, second free throw attempt by Kyrie, and he drains it.
Juan Cameron is checked in for the Nets.
Why is there a scoreboard off here? Let's refresh this bad boy.
Laker 5 starters tonight. Myers Schroeder. Myers Anthony Davis still on the floor. LeBron kicks it out. Matthews on top.
Caldwell Pope misses a jumper.
With this shot on offense.
Yeah, but he's primarily out there for his defense.
Kyrie called for the offensive foul here. It's going to be Lakers ball headed the other direction.
That three-point line, but as you mentioned, over the last 3 to 4 weeks, really has struggled shooting the basketball.
Kyrie Irving just picked up a foul. That will be the first time Kyrie. So Irving missed the other night with lower back tightness, as you can see. New player with Caruso coming in.
All right, Caruso checks into the game for the Lakers, brings it up, hands it off to Caldwell Pope, back to Gasol, over here to Kuzma. LeBron on the bench getting some rest right here. Kuzma tries to work on Harden, puts up a jumper, misses it off the back of the rim. Here comes Brooklyn. Laid up and in by Harden.
Playing downhill. And you saw when the switch happened with Gasol trying to guard him. That's easy money there for Harden.
Yeah, this Lakers bench group, they have to keep the scoring up.
Lakers have won 5 consecutive games at home. Pretty sure those 2 games on the road, losing Sunday in Denver, then winning in Minnesota.
Caldwell Pope almost has his pocket pick, but gets it back, lays it up and in for 2. Harden bringing it up, directing traffic as he crosses the Lakers logo at midcourt. Kicks it over to the near side here to Kyrie, guarded by Caruso, puts it up, misses a three off the side of the rim. Caruso gets the rebound, bringing it up. Caldwell Pope gets it, sends it down to Gasol, side of the key, nearest to us. He turns on his defender, puts up a floater, it rolls across the rim, rebounded by the Nets. Here comes Harden. Kick to the side here to Green. Green moving on Gasol, lays it up and in with the right hand. 18-18 is your score with 4:01 remaining in the first. Caruso, quick pass to Matthews, lays it up and in with the left hand for two.
That was terrific. Caruso coming up with a wonderful assist, and Matthews, who had been out of the rotation,
Yeah, they do.
in the rotation, and now with a couple of plays.
They need some rim protectors. Here we go. Harden, far side of the court there, just outside the three-point line. Dribbles in, kicks it to the side here. And a three is good by the Nets. Caruso bringing it up. Gives it up to Kuzma. Near side here. Kuzma waiting for Matthews to cut. Gives it up to Gasol. Gasol outside three-point line. Loses the ball, but Caruso picks it up. Caruso dribbles, puts up a shot. Misses off the front of the rim. Rebound by Harden. Harden bringing it up. Moves on Matthews. Goes right downtown. And the mess is cleaned up by number 1, who dunks it home 4-2. 23-20 is the score with 2:47 remaining in the first quarter. Gasol, Harden guarding him, gives it up to Caldwell Pope, who puts up a left-handed layup, makes it. Thought he was fouled. I thought he was too, but it goes home for 2. Timeout on the floor.
All teams at about 50% shooting. Nets on top 5.
Timeout on the floor. 2:28 remaining in the first quarter. Nets lead 23-22. Steven Gonzalez says, "Come on, Lakers." Wild Horse says, "We have to keep Harden and Kyrie off the free throw line." I agree. But we do want to welcome you to Valhalla Sports Talk's Lakers Showtime Live, your home for Lakers basketball here on YouTube. For Laker fans, by an actual Lakers fan, ladies and gentlemen. An actual Lakers fan. Not someone that just clout chases and shows their game for views. I actually like the team. But anyway, welcome. Welcome to the show. Nobody does it quite like we do it here on Valhalla Sports Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I agree, Wild Horse. I thought Caldwell Pope was fouled there too. I thought he was fouled there as well, buddy. So in a commercial break here, 2:28 remaining in the first quarter. 23-22 is your score. Nets leading. Leading scorer at this point for the Nets is Harden with 8, and for the Lakers is Kuzma with 8. Field goal percentage early on here, 52% for Brooklyn, 50% for the Lakers. So about even. 3-point percentage, 50% for Brooklyn, 42% for the Lakers. Turnovers 3-4. Lakers have 4. Rebounds 9-6. Brooklyn leading in the rebound department. Luis says Minneapolis Lakers. Yeah, that's the uniform. But 17 Berzerkers up in here as Thor's army continues to grow. So how's everybody doing tonight? It's a Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday night, the weekend is almost here. Luis says there's no lakes in LA. No, not really. Not really. All right, we're about to get back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Row view, and it was a beautiful pass. Caruso placing one inside for the cutting Wesley Matthews. We have the number one defense of the Lakers against
A high shot off the backboard put up by Brooklyn, and it drops. Rainbow drops for two. Caruso bringing it up. Gives it up to James, who is checked back into the game. James back to Caruso. Looking for a cutter, almost loses it. Maintains possession. Gives it up to LeBron's side of the key, and we've got a whistle off ball.
So Tyler Johnson is checked in for the Brooklyn Nets. So some substitutions. Caruso, Taylor Horton-Tucker, along with Harold, James.
Steven says, I'm back east, Valhalla, where it's cold and snowy. Yeah, I feel bad for you guys.
Right now for the Nets.
Ben Weather Channel throwing up them Dodgers emojis.
3 seconds. So the
Luis says the Lakers should be called the Swimming Pollers. What the hell does that mean? All right, here we go. Caruso. Horton Tucker to Harrell. Harrell turns around. Back to Caruso. Gets his defender up in the air. Caruso puts it up, misses it.
inside with a whistle. That'll be on.
A whistle on the floor for something here.
I was just going to say, it's hard to see which one. I think they're going to give it to, well, how about Juan Cameron?
Oh yeah, Luciani was holding LeBron James around the waist.
Bottom line, there was a foul on the Nets. Lakers inbound the ball.
Scoring as well with the Lakers as he did last year with the Clippers, and that's knocked down 9 seconds. Cameron.
Oh, the swimming pools. I got you. The Los Angeles swimming pools. I don't think I like that name. Caruso inbounds it. Horton Tucker. Dribble drive penetration into the lane. Goes up to posterize someone. Misses it badly. Lakers get the rebound. Kuzma puts up a long three and it's missed. Horton Tucker tried to baptize somebody. Here comes Brooklyn on the other end. Kyrie gets it over to Aid, who puts up a three and drains it. LeBron bringing it up on the near side of the court here. Gives it up to Harrell. Harrell backs it up, gives it right back to LeBron. Side of the key closest to us here. He backs down his defender, turns on him, puts it up, and drains it too. Nice shot, LeBron James.
And there's no defense for that because every time you're going to send middle or send up from the top, he's just going to make
8 puts it up again, missed, rebounded by Kuzma. Here come the Lakers. Excuse Thor, I think my son's probably getting home from work. LeBron brings it in, turns on his defender, dribbles into the lane, gets some room, puts it up with the right hand, misses it. Jordan tried to get it and it went out of bounds, but it was off one of the Lakers, they say.
Sacramento, Monday, 27 made three-point shots in the Nets. That was the third most in one game.
Bradley says LA needs to regroup. Luis says LA is cool, a lot nicer than the Northern California Bay Area people up here are rude. So the Frisco folks are rude. Here comes Kyrie, dribble drive into the lane, puts it out to the corner there. It's put up for three and nailed. Tyler Johnson nails a three from the far corner there. And the Nets are now up 31-24. 23 seconds of clock running here in the first quarter. Lakers in a little bit of trouble. Wild Horse Academy says General Thor is saying that the Lakers need to step it up. Maybe that's what he was barking for. LeBron puts up a shot. It's missed badly. Rebounded by the Nets. And that's going to do it for the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. So after one, the score is 31-24. Brooklyn in the lead. And we go to a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. 19 Berzerkers in the chat. I'll take a little break here. I'll be right back, folks. All right, so I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Steven says the Lakers have been starting out flat lately in the first half, no doubt. Akiva wants to know who everybody's rotting for. Who are you rotting for? All right, let's get back to it. So they're showing highlights of the first quarter here. I do have an Instagram, Akiva, Valhalla Sports, but I don't put much on there.
Brooklyn Edge shot 57% in that building right there that you see after one quarter. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Drive always discovers possibility. Goodyear, more driven. And moments ago, Reggie Miller talked with the first-year head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, now the coach of the Nets.
Very efficient first quarter there, 31 points, 6 assists, and got everyone involved offensively.
Yeah, it was good. We moved the ball.
Steven says the Lakers myth Anthony Davis. Well, no doubt.
Gotta obviously continue to improve our defense, and LeBron's going to cause all sorts of problems. It's a big challenge for us to recognize. And
All right, Brooklyn gets the ball here to start this quarter here.
42% shooting.
Harden bringing it up.
we'll take it for sure.
They cycle it around. Harden sends it to the far corner there. LeBron tries to block it, but it goes for three again. All of a sudden, the Nets are hot. Nets are hot from three-point land. Caruso bringing it up on the near side here. Drills it between his legs twice here. Looking for LeBron, cutting LeBron who dribbles into the lane. Gives it up to Harrell who dunks it home. Slam, dunk.
First bench points, Reggie, for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Slam, dunk. Do it for the slam. Yeah, that's correct. Nash used to be a Laker. Nets on the other end lose it out of bounds. Going to be inbounded by the Lakers.
And the ball knocked away with a look at KD.
And also, Kevin, Caldwell Pope was limited to the locker room as well, so that's a third starter that continues.
Harrell puts up a floater in the key and drains it.
Back-to-back baskets here for the Lakers.
Just by Harrell to get that to go. 17 points the other night in Minneapolis against the Timberwolves.
Yep, let's get some defense.
With Harris, Martin, Levato, Cameron, Jordan, and Tyler Johnson.
Another three nailed. Another three nailed by the Nets. They are on fire right now. 63% from the three-point land. LeBron tries to answer it, rattles in and out, heartbreak. Here come the Nets again. Harden bringing it up. Caruso trying to pester him. Harrell comes in to help, then backs back in.
From the Nets, Caruso tries to work on Harden.
It's a simple game.
With a foul.
Dribble penetration here.
All right, so it looks like Caruso just called for the foul on Harden. Oh, sorry, buddy.
Master as any Raj are taking it in there, contorting his body, and kind of a sleight of hand.
All right, so Brooklyn inbounds the ball here. Caruso tries to pick old dude's pocket. Foul called inside, I think, on Harrell. Viking Jerome checks in, says Viking Jerome in the house. What's up, buddy? Viking Jerome says, go Lakers, let's go. 37-28 is your score with 10:14 remaining in the second quarter. Brooklyn at the charity stripe, 4-1, misses it. Harris misses the first one. They still give him dap. I don't know why. This guy's got a pretty bad nick on his head, like he hit the rim with his head at some point. He makes the second one. Ben Weather Channel throwing up them Lakers emojis, the members only Lakers emojis. Here we go. Caruso brings it up, gives it to LeBron just by the Laker logo. Back to Caruso. Caruso's side of the key puts up a right-handed shot that was ugly, rebounded by the Nets. Here come the Nets. Harden on the far side there with LeBron guarding him. Does a step back three, misses off the front of the rim, rebounded by Horton Tucker. Here come the Lakers. Horton Tucker dribble drive into the lane, puts up a jumper, misses badly off the front of the rim, rebounded by Brooklyn. Harden brings it up past the Laker logo with Caruso guarding him. A pick is set. Horton Tucker now on Harden. Harden dribbles into the paint, puts it up with the left hand, and it goes home, a floater. LeBron a shot. He's arguing about something here. But your score now 40-28. Nice little lead for the Nets here with 9:16 remaining here in the second.
Points in isolation and about 7.5.
And Kyrie's close to him, too.
Kyrie is almost 5 points a game, which is what's best.
All right, Lakers inbound it. LeBron all the way across. Matthews gets it, is double teamed over to the side of the key, trying to fight his way through it. And a foul is finally called in the paint.
And eventually there was a foul.
Wild Horse says they called a non-shooting foul. Gotcha. Viking Jerome says, you think Kirk Cousins getting traded this offseason? No, I don't think so.
Taking DeAndre Jordan out of the lineup.
I don't think so.
They're finding ways and starting to understand.
Shot put up and made 4-2 by the Lakers. Here comes Harden bringing it up. Dribbles to the side. Drops it down low, sent to the corner, then back outside. Johnson puts up a three, misses it, rebounded. Foul called on Harrell underneath. Paul says, come on, Lakers, get your act together. Lakers down by 10 with 8:39 remaining here in the second. DeAndre Jordan at the free throw line.
$1
Misses his first one badly.
Did you say $1 your way?
Viking Jerome says Colts got a deal with Carson Wentz. I think it's a fair deal both sides. You know, if Philly was ready for him to go, what is it? It goes up to 2 number ones, right? If Wentz plays a certain number of games and they make the playoffs. So a 1 and a 2, but it could be 2 1s should they make the playoffs. So I think it's kind of a fair deal, especially if they had given up on him. James, long shot, missed, rebounded by Brooklyn. Kickball called on the Lakers there on defense.
Against Sacramento Monday, they hit 27. Against Phoenix on Tuesday, they hit 20 the next day.
What do you think, Viking Jerome, as far as that deal, if the Vikings were to have done it in... I don't know if they could have done it under the cap, though, but what if the Vikings could have got Wentz for a 1 and a 2, a possible 1 and 1? Shot by Cook from three-point land, missed badly. Brooklyn rebounds it. You know we're screwed when Cook is taking shots in the second quarter.
I don't know that, but I'm surprised James Harden's Houston teams didn't do a feat like that as much.
Another whistle on the play here.
The 3 ball, that was part of their whole makeup.
What do you think, Vikings Jerome? You think that would have been too much for the Vikes to give up for Wentz to back up Cousins? Of course, if there was no cap, right?
First year as an assistant.
I know what Steve Nash told us. Compliments about
Wild Horse says LeBron's getting frustrated with the officiating. Yeah, when he does that, I've noticed that since he came to the Lakers. When he does it, it's a steep downhill fall, isn't it?
Some of the things and the growing pains gave his hands, some of the questions.
So Harden at the charity stripe. Misses the first one.
New coaches, a new system, new players certainly in season.
Actually, it's 3 free throws. Made the first, missed the second.
And, a lot of disruptions with COVID and injuries.
No way, Viking Jerome. No way. All right, Harden hits the 3rd free throw, so he was 2 for 3. One thing that last year should have made very clear, and I love him to death, but one thing it should have made very clear is that Teddy Bridgewater is not taking anybody to the championship in the NFL. Here we go, Brooklyn coming back after LA misses a shot. Harden just dribbling through everybody. A long 3 put up, rebounded. James gets it. And it goes. A shot in the paint by LeBron drops, and he's fouled on the play.
I give Joe Harris a lot of credit for trying to stay here and take the offensive foul on LeBron. But just
James Harris got worked. He got trucked right there.
That's a good call there by the official.
Reggie, like we're almost at the halfway point now of the season. This shortened season of only 72 games.
LeBron for the end one. Score is 42-32 with 7:20 remaining here in the second. And LeBron cuts that lead to single digits, 9.
There's a lot of guys you can put in there. Embiid. No one's going to talk about. There's obvious ones, right?
Defense is what the organist is playing in the Staples Center. That's exactly what we need. Matthews, though, on Harden.
Damian Lillard. Wow.
Put underneath and laid up and in by the Nets.
That's not right here.
Timeout called by the Lakers. Lakers call a timeout. Want to talk about it? I get bored, says LeBron has the smallest dudes on him, but keeps shooting. Viking Jerome says, I'm not a fan of Wentz, but good for the Colts, though. And Wild Horse is begging for a stop in the chat. We need a stop. 44-33 is your score. 6:59 remaining in the second quarter. Game leaders, James Harden leads the Nets with 12. LeBron leads the Lakers with 10. Rebounds, Jordan for the Nets with 4. Kuzma for the Lakers with 4. Assists, Harden 5. LeBron James 3. Julian Cruz checks in, says, what's up, Valhalla? What's up, Julian Cruz? What do you mean ready to shut down? He's ready to be a shutdown closer, or ready to shut down meaning retire? Adriana says, who's winning? It's 44-33 Nets. 44-33 Nets. I gotta do it again, Goose. I'm ready. For a minute, I didn't know what you were talking about there, but that is funny. Oh, he says he's ready to be a shutdown closer. I figured he'd give him another year, dude. I figured he'd give him another year. Viking Jerome says, you think Kyle Rudolph is done in Minnesota? I kind of do. I kind of do. I think if they could get something like a fourth for him, they would do it. I get boards for days, says this is going to be a blowout game. Lakers aren't playing with any energy. Wild Horse says Kenley may not be ready to retire, but it may be in his near future if he doesn't get his velocity back up. I think that's what will happen. The Dodgers will go into the season, have him as the closer, kind of see where he's at that quarter point, and then Roberts will have to make a decision. Brandy Lewis checks in for the first time tonight, says, up in here. What's up, Brandy? Welcome back. Mike says there's a lot of strip clubs in Los Angeles, so that gives the edge to Brooklyn. A happy Harden is a good basketball player, apparently. Mike thinks that when there's good strip clubs, that Harden was a happy man and will make some baskets for the Nets tonight. Willie's Daily Life says, yo, Valhalla. What's up, Willie? What's up, buddy? $23 Berzerkers up in here, up in here. Lakers versus Nets tonight here on the channel. Wild Horse says the Lakers haven't put any effort in the first half in the last 4 or 5 games. True. Julian says the Lakers and the Dodgers are going back to back. We hope so. All right, let's get back to it.
Who is this kid out of Akron who's supposed to be the next coming, and he has shown us all?
Yeah, the Lakers playing like booty hole. Underneath, slam dunk for Brooklyn. Another easy 2 with no defense. DeAndre Jordan just dunks on nobody. LeBron's sitting down now, so let's see how the Lakers can weather this storm again. Kuzma dribbles into the lane, kicks it to Caldwell Pope out in three-point land, goes baseline, a prayer shot, but a whistle.
Point of the second quarter. Caldwell Pope is back in the game. Richie had mentioned earlier that he had gone to the locker room. He's back in. Matthews on the floor. Caruso out there with Kuzma and that's the crew for the Lakers. And out there for Brooklyn, Harris, Harden.
All right, so the Lakers inbound it from the side there. Kyrie Irving back in the game for the Nets. Caldwell Pope gives it to Caruso. Caruso looking for a cutting Kuzma, who gets it way too far under the basket, manages to get it though, and puts up a right-handed hook shot floater for 2.
Shot by Kyle Kuzma, who is getting in as he has 8 points tonight, making 10 for the Lakers.
Harden with Matthews on him, far side of the court, just outside of the three-point line. Dribbling, looking for cutters. Moves in on Matthews, pushing off with his right hand. Nothing called by the officials. And dribble drive into the lane, puts it up, missed, rebounded. Caruso steals it, gives it up to Caldwell Pope, gives it up to Harrell for the slam dunk, ladies and gentlemen. Slam dunk! Do it for the slam! Here comes Brooklyn on the other end. Kyrie in the far corner with Kuzma on him. Gives it up. 3-point shot. Nailed. Brooklyn's been hitting these threes with a regular tonight. Brandy says James is not a spring chicken anymore. 2 for the Lakers on the other end by Harrell. Brandy says James is not a spring chicken anymore. No lie. Viking Jerome says Los Angeles has better Mexican food than New Jersey. No doubt. And Wild Horse liked the effort by Caruso there.
Harris with his 100th three-point shot, but here was a nice pass. Right on the money and in stride. The Caldwell Pope, the veteran, and Harold was waiting.
Brooklyn out here just murdering us with the threes, though. 49-39 is the score with 4:47 remaining in the second quarter. Kyrie Irving to inbound it for Brooklyn. And he does. Gives it up to 12, who doesn't call bank but nails the 3 anyway. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Harris with a prayer that banks off the top of the rim or the backboard and drops home. Matthews down, looking like he's injured for the Lakers. Kuzma gets it, dribble drive into the lane, puts it up with the right hand, and it goes. Kuzma unopposed through the lane, lays it up with the right hand and in. Caldwell Pope falls down. It goes to this fella that hit the last 3, and he hits another one. We're getting murdered from three-point land. Harris destroying us. Timeout Lakers, 55-41. Brooklyn is the score with 4:01 remaining, and we head to another commercial. Willie says that if LeBron's going to sit out half the game, he needs to move on. Wow, Willie, talk about not reading the room. Bobby says the Nets can't miss. It's disgusting. What are they now? 3-point percentage now. It has to be worse than that. It says 55.6%. Bella says, come on, Lakers, get your heads out of your booties. But we got 22 Berzerkers up in here. Harris, are you sure Katie didn't sneak back out there? Who is this guy? I don't know, but he's hitting some prayers. He is hitting some rainbow prayers, man. How many friggin' points does he have? He leads him in scoring with 13. He's 4 for 5 from the 3-point line. Willie's Daily Life says, what does not reading the room mean? It basically means you're saying that LeBron should retire after he just brought the team a championship, number 17. And you're saying that he rests too much when he's literally the leading vote getter for MVP if it was held today, probably, and the starter for the All-Star game. But you're saying he needs to leave because he's taking a rest. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get what planet you are doing your analysis from. That's all I'm saying, not reading the room. So easy to criticize, folks. So easy to criticize these professional athletes. I get boards for days, says Lakers can't catch a break. 80 is out, Schroeder is out, and Wesley Matthews is leaving the game. I don't think Matthews is much of a loss. Brandy says, would you trade James? Hell no. Why the hell would we trade him? Why the hell would we trade him? We just gave up everything to get him. But 55-41 is the score with 4:01 remaining in the second quarter. In a commercial break here as we head towards the half. Brooklyn a pretty sizable lead here.
Commercial break. We saw Kevin Durant out warming up. Reggie, this is his 12th missed game of this season, whether it's been COVID protocol or in this case.
Bradley says LeBron cannot carry a team anymore. How soon we forget.
Absolutely. Because this is your franchise and your starter's going to bring you
Brandy says, what is up with Betty White? She's our special guest tonight, Brandy.
3 here for Brooklyn.
Other channels have special guests, so we brought Betty White and Jennifer Aniston in here on Valhalla Sports Talk tonight. Here we go. Kyrie on the other end misses it. And then he gets it to go. Lakers coming back on the other end.
I keep trying to tell people, Brooklyn doesn't play defense. Even if they can score the basketball better than anyone.
Caldwell Pope tries to go up with a left hand here and is fouled.
Look at the quick move here by Kyrie.
And he'll go to the charity stripe.
The shot, yes. Look at the pullback. Look at the pullback. The quick jets. Let KD know on the sideline. I do a little bit of everything.
Irving picked up the foul. Brooklyn has won 4 straight.
Viking Jerome says Jennifer Aniston or Betty White, a one-night stand. I'm married, Viking Jerome.
4 points.
I vote neither.
3-point strike. Let's take a look at
Thanks for watching.
TV schedule.
I want to tell my wife thanks for watching the streams.
In Philadelphia, the 76ers will welcome
Zuhar says LeBron's been carrying the team the whole season. No lie.
tomorrow night. Number 1 Utah in the West against the LA
Brandy says she'd love to get drunk with Betty White. The story she would tell.
Kings here against the Lakers.
And Bella says LeBron is the shit. Sorry, that's her favorite Lakers player.
Now visit the NBA app.
All right, so a couple free throws there.
Winners of 9 straight, and they've taken on all comers.
Here comes Brooklyn.
Top teams. The Jazz are gone right through.
You feel like the Lakers need to cut it a little bit here, but Kyrie comes down, gets into the paint, puts up a 2 and makes it.
Kyrie with 9.
LeBron dribble into the paint, puts it up right-handed, goes home for 2.
He's got 12.
James Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Luis says Jennifer Aniston is as old as Betty. No, she isn't. Shots put up, missed. Lakers rebound it. Chance to cut this lead a little bit. LeBron brings it up. Dribbles to the far side there. Turns on his defender. Dribbles into the paint. And puts up a right-handed shot that he misses. Harden volleyballs it back and forth. Kuzma tries to keep it in play. Caruso gets it. Nice play there. Caldwell Pope for 3, and my screen went blank. And he nailed it for 3. Why did my screen go blank?
40
3!
with 3 points from them.
Like Kobe! All right, here we go. Nets on the other end there. That TV literally just went blank. Harden, long 3, left-handed, missed. Comes all the way back out, rebounded by the Nets, and they turn it over. Going to be Lakers ball going the other way. 62-48 is your score with 1:28 remaining in the second.
They're putting in threes and all this without KD.
Harris getting lots of high fives on the other end. Lakers inbound it. James ends up with it, side of the key on the far side there. Defended by number 8. He turns on him. Then backs in. A fall-away jumper, and he nails it. He nails him, but he can't carry the team. 50-62. Leads cut to 12 here. Harden bringing it up.
That shooting percentage up to 47%. They're only down 12.
All the way back to this side here. Caruso steals it. Lakers going the other way. Showtime. Kicked over to Caruso to LeBron, who's in the paint. And it goes out of bounds. Nice play there, I think. Wait, whistle on the play. James going to go to the free throw line for 2.
Beautiful fadeaway by LeBron. I mean, just money. Going for a milestone here, Kevin Harlan by LeBron James.
He's only becoming one of three.
Zuhar says, let's see how KD would do in the same situation. Talk about not being able to carry. I like you, Zuhar.
Think of that.
35,000 points. I mean, that's
Wild Horse says, let's go Lakers. Let's get this to single digits before the half. LeBron misses that free throw badly.
Made more field goals than LeBron, so in almost every significant offensive category, LeBron James
He made the first one, missed the second,
in all those
and I think they called somebody for a lane violation there.
games played wins.
Oops, wrong screen.
In that regard, third player.
LeBron James now at 35,000 career points.
ballers on that graph just right there.
Harden bringing it up at the Lakers logo. He's got Caldwell Pope defending him.
Half minutes of play. Shot clock at 8.
Kyrie with a shot. Caruso with a big rebound there. LeBron gets the ball from Caruso. Lakers bringing it up. Chance to cut this to a single-digit lead. LeBron turns baseline, puts it up, and makes it for two. Let's go. Let's go. 13.3 seconds remaining here in the second. 62-53, here's your score. Harden bringing it up past the Lakers logo, playing for the last shot here. He's got Caruso defending him. Looks for a pick, gets it, dribbles into the lane, runs into LeBron. Foul called on LeBron. Harden's going to go to the free throw line. LeBron not impressed.
As he moved at the last minute, LeBron James did the same thing versus James Harden. Just a little bit to his right.
Harden looking at the strike. 90% free throw shooter.
So Harden going to take a couple free throws here. First one goes up, and it's good.
Tempted and made. Shooting now for the Nets. 6 of 11 at the free throw line. Lakers are 5
Some discussion in the chat about Kobe versus LeBron.
with 13. He and Joe Harris.
I personally don't think we ever compare Lakers.
That's on the road.
LeBron hits both his free throws.
They've gone 5 and 3.
Back up to an 11-point lead. Lakers with 1.3 to try to make something happen. And it goes out of bounds. That's going to be the score going to the half, folks. Halftime, 64-53 is your score, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the half. Zuhar says, no doubt Bron, most complete player in history. And then he says Kobe was the most inspirational. Showtime checks in, says Lakers definitely have had the best players of all time. Is Bobby still in the chat? Our Celtics fan guy? I think I agree with you there, Showtime, though. If you do a Mount Rushmore for any team, nobody's is better than the Lakers Mount Rushmore. Nobody. No matter who we put on it. Zuhar says, in his opinion, Magic is tied with Kobe for the greatest Laker. And Bobby says, fuck the Lakers. 17. Gilberto Hernandez checks in, says, what's up, dude? What's up, Gilberto? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? So we've sat right at about 20 tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Right at about 20 viewers tonight. The little channel that could is struggling, ladies and gentlemen. The little channel that could is struggling all of a sudden. It's probably going to take the Dodgers to save it. Showtime says we need a mountain range, not just a Mount Rushmore for the Lakers players. I like Showtime. Zuhar tells Bobby to go back to his championships against janitors that worked at local high schools. Yeah, he's been in here, Viking Jerome. We've seen Little H in here from time to time. He commented on the community page this morning, actually. Bella says, F the Celtics. It's getting a little rough in here. It's getting a little rough in here, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting a little rough up in here. One thing's for sure, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby mentions this on his channel all the time. One thing can never be said between Celtics and Lakers. It is just those two teams, ladies and gentlemen. All the other ones aren't in the discussion. It's between those two teams when you talk about all-time greatest NBA franchises. There's only two. There are only two, ladies and gentlemen. So as much as we hate them, they are our biggest rival and will always be our biggest rival for many, many years to come. But we got 19 Berzerkers up in here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a quick break, go to the restroom. Bella laughing at Bobby. Willie says the Celtics are washed. Okay, folks, I'll be right back. Negative, Zuhar. The Bulls aren't on that level. They aren't even near that level. Viking Jerome says, don't forget Betty White needs a pee break too. All right, Berzerkers, we're going to let Betty White go use the restroom real fast. Betty White, go ahead and go use the restroom. Betty White is off to use the little old lady's room. Raymond Art Renican says, congrats LeBron James, 35,000 points. Bradley says, Sir Charles says the Lakers have zero chance to make the finals without AD. Barkley sure gets paid a lot of money to talk about something he never won a championship at. Yeah, we did see that, Brandy, that Wentz got traded today. I actually think it's a good trade for both teams. I thought it was a good trade for both teams because the Eagles were obviously done with him. And everybody knew that. Weiss Guy 65 up in here, said Barkley was a dream teamer. Well, yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. What's up, Lil Mark? Weiss Guy 65, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a Lexus or a nice pre-owned vehicle in the Tucson area, he's your hookup. He's your hookup at Lexus of Tucson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Betty White is done with the restroom. Let's bring her back in here. Welcome back, Betty. Mark says, you are the man. No, you are the man. Well, we got 19 Berzerkers up in here, ladies and gentlemen, as Thor's army continues to grow. Showtime checks in, says, I'm a new subscriber from Intermittent Sports, Val. Have a great night. I'm on the East Coast going to bed. Good night, man. Thanks for checking in, man. We'll see you in the streams. Leafs fan says the Lakers are losing bad right now. Yeah, they're having a tough time. Willie says that Wentz will be a good fit with the Colts. Zuhire says he thinks the Lakers should have kept the team from last year. But we got 21 up in here. At the half, 64-53 is the score. Let's check in on the halftime stats, ladies and gentlemen. Team stats. Field goal percentage for both teams. Brooklyn, 54.8. The Lakers, 47.8. Three-point percentage. Brooklyn, this is where they're killing us. 52.4. Lakers, 28.6. Turnovers, 7 for Brooklyn, 5 for the Lakers. Rebounds, we're getting hurt bad here too. Brooklyn 23, Lakers 16. Willie says that they're going to come back. LeBron's clutch. Raymond says, I love you haters. Congratulations, LeBron James. 35,000 in career points. Let's go, Lakers. Leaf says his Jazz are going to be the West champs. Mark says, do the Lakers have a shot at Andre Drummond? I think Griffin can't play defense. I think they've got a shot at anyone they want. Wild Horse says, I must admit, I think we could use Dwight Howard right now. I think that was our big mistake in the offseason, was not re-signing Howard. Viking Jerome's asked, do I think that if Anthony Barr is staying or going? Well, it's Zimmer still, right? So I think he's staying. I think he should be going. Bradley's got a hot take in the chat. Says, my prediction is the Colts will draft a quarterback and Wentz will be replaced by the end of the season. And Mark agrees with me about Drummond, I think. But how you been, Mark? I've known Mark about, I guess about 15 years. About 15 years. Oh shoot, I messed up my graphics here. Oh yeah, Bradley, they're gonna have to get a new kicker. Bradley, the Vikings are gonna have to get a new kicker. Old dude that they got, he's got those fragile feelings like a 16-year-old girl when she doesn't get invited to the prom. No, I covered it up, Bella. It's halftime. It has been a long time there, Mark. Mark's one of the fanciest dressers on earth, ladies and gentlemen. Weiss Guy 65 is one of the fanciest dressers on earth. That mug matches his socks with his belt, and his belt with his watch. Yeah, Bailey's gone, Willie. Yeah, I guess it has been about that long, huh, Mark? Mark and I once went to a Viking Cardinal football game in Los Angeles, and I'm pretty sure he was driving in excess of 100 miles an hour to Phoenix. Statute of limitations, I'm sure, have expired. Wild Horse, somebody in the chat said that Griffin hasn't dunked a basketball in 2 years in a game. That was kind of shocking, and it wasn't verified. But we're getting close to the start of the third quarter here, ladies and gentlemen. Mark pleads the fifth. I'm pretty sure I've never been more terrified in a car in my life. Well, once in the Autobahn in Germany, my car hit ice and did a 360 in the Autobahn. And not only was I terrified, but my passenger literally left his fingernails, the imprint of his fingernails, in the armrest of the door to his right. Mr. Vaulted says, what's the fastest car driving to Vegas? If the answer is a rental car, probably. I think ours was a demo. Bella says, what did you have for dinner tonight, Jeff? What did I have? I don't think I had dinner tonight. I had a big lunch. I had some of those Costco meatballs. Mark probably just left the stream. He probably said, this dude's selling me out. I gotta get out of here before I get in trouble. All right, they're showing the first half highlights here, and they're showing a lot of that dude nailing threes on us. But let's get back to it.
Start the second half, and here comes Kyrie Irving with a three of his own, and picked up by Kuzma. 7th rebound for him. He's got 12 points. Just joining us, no Schroeder with COVID protocol in place. Anthony Davis, as you know, is out probably break with a change right there. Brown picks it up. Here comes Harris with a shot on the doorstep.
All right, Lakers rebounding on the other end. Here comes LeBron. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope in the corner here. Pope drives into the lane, loses the ball. Kicks it out to Morris. Morris dribbles into the lane, misses badly. And it's out of bounds, Brooklyn ball.
And Frank Vogel electing to downsize, taking the fall out that starting lineup, as you mentioned, bringing in Morris to kind of go against the downsizing of the Brooklyn Nets with Bruce Brown in the starting lineup for Kevin Durant.
Brown, Harris, Green, Irving, and Harden out there. Harden with it right now. 14.
All right, Brooklyn with the ball on their end, cycling their offense. It goes to that dude that just keeps nailing fucking threes, and he nails another one. I hate him.
That's 12-4. The Brooklyn.
I hate that dude. Get him off the court.
They hit 12. The Lakers, Reggie, have hit 4 threes in the game.
Unselfish play there by the Brooklyn Nets.
9 assists.
Bella says, hopefully after I graduate from school and get a good job, I'll try to get you your Corvette after I get my Bugatti. Deal.
16 with his new team, the Nets. Morris, 3. Rebound. Kuzma lost it. Shot out of bounds off his knee.
All right, Lakers turn it over on the other end there.
Los Angeles Lakers, number 2 in the West. The Brooklyn Nets are number 2 in the East.
Unselfish play there by the Nets point guard, James Harden.
Isles fan for life, chicks in the chat says, let's go Brooklyn. I have been a fan since 2016-2017 season. That's a long time.
These guys understand.
Harden with a long shot, nails it.
Another three.
And the Nets continue to murder the Lakers from way downtown. Bang.
Sideline. 13 for 24. 54% shooting here for the Nets from downtown.
Yep, Harris is... I don't like that dude, Mark. I don't like him. Get him out of there.
Games. But the Nets have hit 27 threes in Sacramento on Monday. They hit 20 threes in Phoenix on Tuesday. And they've hit 13 threes.
All right, LeBron with the ball for the Lakers. Steps to the three-point line, step back three, misses off the front of the rim, rebounded by Matthews. LeBron coming right down the lane, right-handed layup in for 2.
Now, that's the problem when they play with this small lineup. Offensive rebounds and points in the paint.
Holly Tyler checks in, says, I'm back. Welcome back, Holly. Darkness says, go Lakers, I hate the Nets. I hate them tonight, too. Isles fan for life says 17-point lead. I'm not celebrating yet. It is the Lakers.
Who in their right mind is going to get in front of that?
If the Nets keep hitting these threes, none of it's going to matter.
Ron now with 19 points. He's averaging 26. And he had 30 the other night up in Minneapolis. Morris comes out on Harden. He'll dance and drive and float.
Harden misses a shot, rebounded by Horton Tucker. LeBron bringing it up for the Lakers. They cycle it around. A horrible pass. This guy's a scrub.
Gotta shoot that basketball, Wes.
This guy Matthews is a scrub. Get him off the team.
Open floater, and you know, I understand trying to be a little bit unselfish, but right now when you need scoring.
Darkness says I'm a Knicks fan, which I think explains why I hate Boston, Philly, and Brooklyn. Isles fan says I don't like those Lakers jerseys. I don't either. Kuzma rebounds it on the other end there. Here come the Lakers.
Continues to fill all the categories tonight. 8 rebounds from Kyle. I'm talking about the Laker film work which they lack in on-court training.
Comes all the way back out. Matthews gets it back to Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker dribble drive into the lane, out of control, and it's going to still be Laker ball.
Pocket 1.9.
Bella says, do you want the new Corvette or do you want the old school Corvette? I'll just take a new one, Bella. Thank you.
Throughout these 4 consecutive wins, and this is something they want to hang their head on. Oh my.
Kings are in a shootout right now, Itsugi?
Hey, Kevin, this is his 18th season. That's what I'm trying to tell people. I needed a wheelchair.
All right, Brooklyn on the other end there puts it up. Missed, but there's a foul called, and they'll go to the line.
21 points on 16 shots, Reggie. And this he's fallen out of bounds sideways with the defender right in his face. Tucker picked up a foul.
Kyrie Irving at the free throw line. 70-57 is your score with 8:06 remaining in the third. Kyrie misses the first one.
I'd like to tell you the NBA on TNT tonight is brought to you by Microsoft Teams, where there's a team.
Well, keep me updated, Itsuki. How the hell did they get to a shootout? They were winning 2-0. Irving hits the second one. Here come the Lakers. LeBron with a nasty slam dunk on the other end. Slam dunk! Going for the slam! Here we go. Brooklyn on the other end. Harden near side with Matthews on him. Gets switched off. Goes all the way over to that dude that's just been murdering us. He dribble drives in the lane, misses it, rebounded. Here comes the Lakers. LeBron brings it near side, tries to hit a cutting Kuzma, and a kickball is called.
Okay, look at the finish of the dunk here by LeBron James.
He's 36, and he looks like he's on that cover of Best Side that you showed a couple minutes ago, Reggie.
Look at Kevin Durant on the Brooklyn bench. Not even phased.
Uh-oh, Harden picks it off. A pass intended for Kuzma. Harden dribbles into the lane, kicks it out to the corner. 3, missed, rebounded by Kuzma. Gives it up to LeBron. Lakers Showtime running from left to right on your TV right now. LeBron stops, pops, dribbles through the leg 2 times, 3 times. Gives it up to Horton Tucker, who tries to do the same. Doesn't look half as good doing it, but Tucker puts it up with the right hand. Layup. Nice for 2.
And has earned every minute on the floor this season for the Lakers.
All right, here we go. Hi, Kyrie on the other side. Dribble drive into the lane. And we're going to have a whistle on the play. He is fouled. He'll go to the line. Bella says, do you want the fully loaded package or the sport package or the high performance package on your new Corvette? I'll take a sport package and paint it purple. Here we go. We're headed to a commercial, ladies and gentlemen. Headed to a commercial, so let's bring in our co-hosts, Jennifer Aniston and Betty White. Willie's Daily Life says, imagine if the Lakers had Giannis. Wild Horse says, way to go, Tucker. Let's go, Lakers. Itsuki reports that the Kings win, ladies and gentlemen. LA Kings get the dub against the Minnesota Wild in a shootout, apparently. 3-2 is your final. Hashtag Go Kings Go in the chat. Let's put up some of them Kings emojis. Member gang, throw up them King emojis. Mark says, nice win, Kings. They need it. They were in the cellar before these 2 games. Bobby throwing up them Kings logos. Member, hi, Berzerkers Elite. Up in here, up in here. Yeah, that's hockey. Darkness says, Kings after this series hit against Arizona head to St. Louis to take on my Blues. Might be doing one of those games. Darkness. Very good chance we'll be doing one of those games. folks, so we're in the commercial break. I'm going to run our little membership video across your screen here if you're interested. Alrighty, Leroy Flood checks in, says, I had the Kings on the money line tonight. Willie says, life in Florida, so don't really watch hockey, or live in Florida, so I don't watch hockey. Dude, you guys have the Stanley Cup champs in Florida, I believe. Wild Horse Academy talking about some movie.
Age of 36, 18th season, point number 35,000 watts. 1-3.
Uh-oh, what happened to our score thing here?
Earlier tonight, Martin kicks it out. Jet Green 3. With a rebound by LeBron. He's now got 4.
And that was 2002. Who was the rookie of the year that year, Kevin? His brother plays for the Lakers right now.
Uh-oh, I might have just screwed something up.
Brown knocked off his horse by Morris.
All right, I gotta fix this.
Before, over the line, a pound of salt.
Yes, you are very correct.
With the Memphis Grizzlies.
That's right. Who won the MVP in 2002? Do you remember?
Something happened here and I messed something up.
No. It was Tim Duncan who won the MVP, but who won the championship? The championship was won by our good friend, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal.
When did Shaq win the MVP? Like 2000? Am I right on that?
Yes.
I'd have to go back. I think he was the last big man, Reggie, to win. The last big man to win the MVP. And it's interesting this year, we were kind of continuing our conversation on
The MVPs this year.
Embiid in Philadelphia talked about
Jokic.
Sorry, folks, I'm fixing it as fast as I can.
And Embiid are front runners for the MVP.
along with Wallace as a big man as well. He's on the run.
Shows you how much the game has changed.
Yes. Shot clock down to 6. James will carve and fire. LeBron James with 25.
All right, Darkness, we'll see you, buddy.
Here come the Lakers.
Wild Horse says, Houston, we have a problem. Technical difficulty, says Itsuki. I don't know what happened. I opened up a whole nother window or something.
Short there. Brown. And Levato Camero.
These sumbitches just hit another 3. All right, here come the Lakers. LeBron dribbles through his legs. Left, right, left, right. Put that shit up over his head. Horton Tucker has no clue what he's supposed to be doing. It's given up to Kuzma. Dribbles into the lane. Fadeaway jumper, and he nails it. He nails it. Mr. Vaulted said, audio's still good. Your picture's still up. Yeah, we fixed that. I just screwed up the polls that I do from ESPN. They're back up. The court's up. The leaders, all the good stuff.
That third tier score for this Laker team on a consistent basis.
Morris just picked up a foul. Reggie, I saw something the other day where the defensive rating for the Lakers is...
Okay, LeBron taking a seat here. They've got it within 10. Can the Lakers keep it close while LeBron sits on the pine?
The numbers, I guess, don't lie.
Harden at the line here, 4-2.
He's been on the bench or injured. And
He nails it.
I'm still going to take the length of Anthony Davis because he gives you flexibility because you can switch that 1-5 screen and roll, 1-4 screen and roll because of his length and his ability to block shots. That's the versatility you get from Anthony Davis.
76-65 is your score with 5:05 remaining in the third. Harden for the second of 2 free throws. He nails the second one. Here come the Lakers, down by 12. Caruso gives it up to Caldwell Pope, back to Harrell. Horton Tucker for three from way downtown, misses badly off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Caruso. Back to Horton Tucker. Over here to Kuzma, dribble drive into the lane. Has his pocket picked by Harden. Harden going the other direction quickly. Gives it up for three on the wing, and he nails it. They are killing us with the three, ladies and gentlemen. Killing us. 15-point lead now for Brooklyn. Kuzma on the other end. I think that's an off-ball foul that's called there. Weiss guy says, damn.
And he was questionable coming into tonight, like knee soreness.
Yes. Sore right knee.
Itsuki says, I need Brooklyn to lose.
He's only averaging 7 points a game. He's doubled that, more than doubled it tonight. TLC knocking it in at 9.
All right, here we go. Lakers cycling around after the inbound. Horton Tucker with a spin. Wild shot put up. Whistle.
And how about 10 assists for Harden as well?
I think that's a foul called on Brooklyn, and Horton Tucker will take two.
Another double-double. He's got 19 of them, and 17 of the 19 have come with Brooklyn.
Actually, Brooklyn inbounded. My bad. Kyle Kuzma checks in, says, come on, man. Harden right downtown through the middle of the paint, lays it up and in with the left hand. Kyle Kuzma, you're having a pretty good game tonight, buddy. Just not enough. You got the ball right now. Turn on your defender. A shot. Makes it. This is probably the best game I've seen Kuzma play this year.
Took a lot of weight, having to prove himself all the time. There's a kick. And you said, Reggie, too, that once he signed that contract,
16 Berzerkers up in here, ladies and gentlemen.
The reaction by KD. Yeah, stop it. Quit it. Stop it. Stop playing with him.
Lakers have 6 turnovers this quarter. Defense for Brooklyn.
Harden heads to the bench. Brooklyn inbounds it. Kyrie gets it outside three-point land. Caldwell Pope on him. Kyrie dribbles to the free throw line, puts it up, and it rattles home for two.
See what happened? So Jay Clark comes out, where he was predominantly the point guard.
Caruso dribbles into the paint, tries to throw it out. It's turnover. Here comes Brooklyn the other way. This is where they're going to hit one of them freaking threes again. A three put up from the corner, and he nails it, and he's fouled. It just isn't the Lakers' night. The Lakers want to talk about it, and we go to a commercial break. Brooklyn shooting 52.6% field goal percentage, 53.3% from three-point land. Yep, he did. He came off the bench and nailed it. It's just one of them games, fellas. 20-point lead for the Nets here. 20-point lead with 3:05 remaining in the third. But look on the bright side, everybody. The Kings won tonight. And Betty White's still alive and kicking. But we got 22 up in here, ladies and gentlemen. Brooklyn 87, Los Angeles 67, 3:05 remaining in the third. Mark wants to know where our perimeter defense is. You know, I don't. It's non-existent is the answer to your question, but I don't remember a lot of these threes being just wide open, you know, where there was no runner or nothing. They're just nailing them. They're nailing every freaking shot. They're nailing every damn one of them. Bradley says, good night, Valhalla. Hope you and your Lakers come back. Me too, buddy. Yep, 53.3, Mark. They're shooting better free three-point percentage than they are field goal percentage. I don't even know if that's possible, but that's what this stat thing says. Willie's Daily Life says they came to play. They came to play, he says. Well, we got 2:50 remaining here in the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Paul says the Lakers defense sucks, and Mark says, I thought LeBron said he wanted this game. He probably does want it. Here we go, back to it. Turnover on the Lakers end. Here comes Brooklyn again. Now a turnover by Brooklyn, but Caruso kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be Brooklyn ball underneath the hoop.
14 points to the Lakers in this third, and they have forced 8 LA turnovers.
Ben Weather Channel, one of the member gang, says, I'm still here. That's why you are a Berzerkers elite, sir.
Oh my goodness, Kevin, you are so...
Willie says they need to step it up and get more aggressive. A shot put up by Brooklyn missed, rebounded by Caruso. Sent over to Cook. Cook almost turns it over, given to Gasol. Gasol puts up a long three, and I think he might have been fouled on the shot.
Gasol started tonight, now they're going to bring him on the bench here in the second half of the game.
Ben throwing up some Lakers emojis.
Looked like it didn't.
Jordan about to come back in for the Nets.
Right here by Gasol. Oh no, it looked like knee to knee with Jordan.
So the foul goes on Jordan. Gasol will be at the line. Mark is an 88% free throw shooter.
So wish, baby, so wish.
Up in Minneapolis against the Timberwolves.
Gasol makes the first. I think this is 3 free throws.
Well, for limited time, watch League Pass for free.
Itsuki asks if I'm going to hop on Warzone after this. I'm not sure, buddy. I am not sure, but there's a chance.
Don't wait.
There's a chance.
February 21st.
Mark says, let's go Lake Show.
Free throw shooting of
Bobby says Gasol has given the Lakers nothing this year. Dude's got to go next year. Yeah, I agree.
7 of 9. And the Nets, who are the third best free throw shooting.
Like I said earlier in the stream, I think that the move that hindsight's 2020, but the move that I kind of hated the most in the offseason is letting Dwight Howard go.
50% from 3. 52.
Willie, I do stream Warzone on my second channel. It's called Valhalla. If you scroll down to the bottom of the main page for Valhalla Sports Talk, there's a link to Valhalla. That's where I do all my streaming for gaming. All right, LeBron on the other end for the Lakers gives it up to Caruso. All right, Isles fan for life. You have a good night, and thanks for stopping by, buddy.
The other night for Phoenix,
Matthews dribbles into the paint, puts up a prayer, and he's called for the travel. Actually, that was Caldwell Pope.
there's a foul inside.
A great effort
On LA.
and that was a great effort by a lot of guys on that.
Actually, foul called on the inside on Los Angeles.
It was his first start of the season. Had 17 points.
Inbounded by Brooklyn here.
And James Harden was just masterful. 38 points and 11 assists in that 24-point comeback.
Kyrie here close to us here. Nets go traveling from right to left on your TV screen. They cycle it around the three-point line.
They're just taking turns here. That's why they
Off ball foul called here on either Pope or LeBron. I think it was on Caldwell Pope.
is going to be someone different. And the deal we just mentioned, it was no Kevin Durant.
Right. So the other night, LeBron was asked about the big three at Brooklyn. He goes, someone asked him, a reporter asked LeBron, can you think of another team with the big three? He goes, yeah, we just had one at Golden State. So if you take what Durant, Curry, and Klay Thompson average, they average 76 points a game. That's the big three. Then for Golden State, the Brooklyn big three.
Willie says, okay, I subbed to that one also. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. We might get to 100 on there next month.
Things to think about when they do get Durant back out there. And Reggie, they've only played 6 games.
We have fun on there. For the most part, it's me, Paul, and
What they're going to be is when they
Bobby from Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk.
find the rhythm and their spots where
All right, here we go. Lakers bringing it up. LeBron gives it up to Gasol. Over to Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker backs up, then steps into the lane. Back to Gasol, who thinks hard about a three. Finally lets it go and drains it for 3. And my button's not working. 4-3!
points a year ago in Toronto.
Like Kobe! All right, Nets on the other end. Turn it over. Throw it out of bounds. Caruso to inbound for the Lakers. Gives it up to LeBron.
13 turnovers for the Lakers and 8 turnovers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Back to LeBron. LeBron
They trailed one time by 6.
with Jordan on him. Backs out to the Laker logo. Looks like he's going to do one of them step backs that he does. Nope. Dribble drive into the lane. Puts it up right-handed. And it goes. And he's fouled for the and one.
Has 27.
He's fouled for the and one.
All he get this free throw to go. You get a 2-for-1 opportunity. Get a stop and score again. It could be a quick 8 or 9-0 run to end this third quarter, and you're back in the ball game.
Timothé Levato.
LeBron for the free throw. Up and misses it. Rebounded by Brooklyn.
51% shooting for Brooklyn, 52% shooting for the Lakers. The numbers for LeBron impressive.
Kyrie steps it out, gets it back, gives it back over to his player. Underneath Jordan, Gasol slaps and is called for the foul. Called for the foul. Like most NBA and college players, he never fouled a man in his life, but apparently it was called.
See the windup right there? 'Cause
I don't know, maybe he didn't give.
when you wind up like that, it looks like it's going to be a big hack.
Jorge Gomez checks in. What's up, buddy? He says, let's go Lakers. Itsuki says, wearing my Sixers shirt, hoping the Nets don't win.
Historical moment on NBA TV. 2 games, 2 historically black university. The men's and women's basketball teams at Jackson State.
All right, so Jordan at the free throw line, 4-2.
Western Athletic Conference game. Coverage began.
Wild Horse LeBron is about to lose it. That was all ball. I thought it was pretty clean, too, after I looked at the replay. Free throw missed, rebounded by LeBron.
The bench of the Nets has been terrific, outscoring the Laker bench by 16.
14 seconds, clock running here in the third quarter. LeBron looking for a pick, gives up his dribble, gives it up to Horton Tucker. Tucker dribble drive into the lane, right-handed layup up, missed off the side of the rim. Nets quickly in transition. Kyrie, side, missed. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 90-74 is your score after 3. And we go to a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. 25 Berzerkers up in here as Thor's army continues to grow. So the Lakers cut the lead at the end of that quarter to 90-74. So within striking distance here as we enter the fourth, but you just feel like unless the Nets go stone cold from downtown, the Lakers are in real trouble here. But let's take a quick look at the stats here. Game leaders at this point at the end of the third. James Harden, 21 points on 6 for 12 shooting. He's 6 for 7 from the free throw line. The game leader for the Lakers, LeBron James, 27 points, 12 for 19 shooting on 3 for 6 free throws. Rebounds, Kyrie Irving, 6 for the Nets. Kuzma, 9 for the Lakers. Assists, Harden, 10 for the Nets. LeBron James, 6 for the Lakers. Quick look at the team stats. The team stats as we sit here. Let's cover that up so it looks all professional and pretty. Team stats, field goal percentage, Brooklyn 50%, LA Lakers 50.8. 3-point percentage, this is where the game and the lead has occurred. Brooklyn 51.6% from way downtown, bang, and the Lakers are 27.8% from three-point land. Turnovers, Brooklyn 8, Lakers 14, and the rebounds are about even all of a sudden. 27 for Brooklyn, 29 for the Lakers. Cypress Caller checks in, says the Nets think this is the playoffs. Yeah, they better get it going. Their record wasn't very impressive. 18-12. 18-12, as we sit here. But we're in between quarters 3 and 4. I'm going to step off camera for just a moment, and I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they got right back to it. They did not mess around. Let's get back to this. Fom checks in. What's up, Fom? How you doing, buddy? Wild Horse Academy says not many rebounding opportunities when you keep taking out of the net after a made 3 by the Nets. No lie. Here we go, 90-74, 11-12 remaining in the fourth quarter. Harden with Caruso on him, trying to set up the offense on the Brooklyn end. Brooklyn traveling from right to left on your TV screen. Lakers traveling left to right. Jordan underneath slams it. Little or no opposition from Gasol under the basket. LeBron on the other end for the Lake Show. Dribbles into the paint. Gives it up. Horton Tucker from three-point land. Misses off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Nets. Here comes Harden near side. Caldwell Pope trying to guard him. Looking for a cutter. Gives it up to number 8. He's got Caldwell Pope on him now. Kicks it over to Jordan. Gasol guarding him. There's a scrum in the corner there, and it goes off of Caldwell Pope's hands and out of bounds. The Nets will inbound from underneath the basket.
Look at Anthony Davis. He was averaging 22 points and 8 rebounds.
That's a down year for him. That's a down year.
Harris, tough shot.
Another long shot by Harris. Not quite a three, but it goes. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 20-point lead here for Brooklyn. 10-12 remaining. Horton Tucker on the pass from LeBron. Gives it up to Caldwell Pope for three. It rattles in and out. Hard break. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden brings it up. Harden dribbles the side of the key with Gasol on him. Harden turns, then turns back inside, runs past Gasol like he's standing still. And there's a timeout on the floor by the Lakers. Vogel knows this thing is about to be over. And we go to another commercial break. Gasol just turned on by James Harden. And Harden runs past him like he's absolutely standing still. No jump, no attempt to block it, and he just lays it up and in for two. The lead is now 22 for the Nets. I almost had to take off my shoes on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Almost had to take off my shoes. But 20 Berzerkers up in here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going against the big boys of YouTube tonight, and we are getting shellacked. We are getting absolutely woodshedded. But we still have Betty White in the house, and we still have Jennifer Aniston. We still have the stars up here at Staples Center. Harden now up to 23 points on 7 for 14 shooting. So we got about under 10 minutes to go in this game, Lakers Nation. Do they have a shot? Do you think they have a shot to win this one at this point? Mark says, I'm sick. Can't watch anymore. Good night, buddy. I will check in on another broadcast. All right, Mark. We'll see you next time, dude. We will see you next time. Like you're really sick? Or just sick of the Lakers? Sick's not good if you're regular sick. Hope you get better. Hopefully you don't have the Rona. The Rona. Wild Horse said, Sharpshooter Harris has made 5 3-pointers tonight. I never heard of that guy. Me neither. Me neither. He almost got named Black Shoe Guy or something. Oh, Mark says I'm sick of the game. Well, you can get better from that real easy. Just watch the next one, dude. I'm getting pretty sick of it too, but I've kind of committed at this point. I think I'm kind of committed. But 18 Berzerkers up in here. 9:53 remaining in the fourth. 96-74. Brooklyn Nets over the Lakers from Staples Center in Los Angeles. If you're new to the stream, please hit that subscribe button. Give the video a like. Turn on bell notifications so you know when we go online. Let's get back to it.
This event will support HBCUs and COVID-19 equity efforts. Learn more at NBA.com/All-Star.
All right, whistle on the court there.
Here on TNT, it'll be a big night. We're going to see some players from this Brooklyn team starting, like Durant and
So they're showing the East starters for the All-Star game. Beal, Giannis, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid. I missed the other one. The West starters, Curry, Leonard, James, Jokic, and Doncic. A shot from the outside by the Lakers is missed, rebounded by the Nets. Here comes Harden. Harden runs into Caldwell Pope, gives it up to number 8. 8 kicks it over here to this dude that's murdered us tonight, and he does it again. Somebody call the police because Harris is murdering the Lakers tonight. Back to Caruso. Caruso turns in the lane, puts it up and in for 2.
Moments ago from Harris, who's now got 6.
Harden bringing it up. Near side here, runs into LeBron James, decides to whoa it up. He's looking for them shooters on the outside here. Don't be surprised if he gives it up to 12. But step back by Harden, left-handed, missed, rebounded by Caruso. Wildhorse says Kyrie was the 5th starter for the East. Kuzma over here dribbles it into the lane, and I think he did a bunny hop in the pea patch there. And he's called for the travel, as Chick Hearn would say.
But in Phoenix, against a good Suns team,
Brooklyn ball.
without Kyrie and without Durant,
Inbounded to Harden.
got down early before he gone. They won.
Yeah, got down early.
Harden bringing it up. Behind the back pass, and a kickball is called on the Lakers defense.
NBA's Nets tenure with a look at Steve Nash, who was honored, by the way, before the game. Kuzma.
Yeah, but that had to feel good for him to get that win with his team in Phoenix.
All right, so ball to be inbounded on the sideline closest to us here. They give it up to Jordan at the top of the three-point land. He's guarded by Gasol loosely. Dribble drive into the lane. Gasol goes up to block it. Gets lucky, blocks it. Rebound by Kuzma. Lakers going the other way.
That's why Brooklyn inbounded. Here we go with about 8 to play.
Gasol stops his dribble, tries to give it to LeBron, almost throws it out of bounds. LeBron has his pass intercepted. This is backyard basketball. LeBron from the corner, 4-3. Drains it!
His first tonight. He's got 30 points.
F5, F5, F5. 4-3! Like Kobe! All right, here come the Nets on the other side there. Dump off to Jordan, and it's intercepted by the Lakers. Lakers coming the other way here. Got a little bit of a run going. Give it up to LeBron, who turns on his defender. Gets his balance. Dribbles between his legs. Trying to set old dude up for another 3. Step back 3. Air ball by LeBron James. Rebounded by the Nets. Here comes Harden. Harden's side of the key here, sends it cross-court pass to number 8, who puts up another 3. Misses off the back of the rim, rebounded by James. Here come the Lakers. Bounce pass to Caruso, too far under, kicks it back out, ends up in the hands of Kuzma, who puts up a 3. Misses badly off the back of the rim, rebounded by Gasol. Gasol gives it up to LeBron, who's cutting down the lane. LeBron puts it up, lays it up for 2. And we got a timeout on the floor by Brooklyn. Timeout on the floor by Brooklyn as the Lakers have cut this lead a little bit. It's 99-81 now. 99-81 with 6:44 remaining in the fourth. Jorge looking for the cowbells. I actually forgot him again, dude. I left him out in the bar. I'll have to remember to bring them in. I'm Garbage says Kings won 3-2 versus the Coyotes. I thought they played the Wild tonight. Wild Horse Academy says, let's go Lakers. Let's go Lakers, says Wild Horse Academy. It's 10:18 here locally. Nets have finally fallen below that 50% from three-point line shooting. They're at 48.6. 48.6, so small victory. Jorge says, let's get that comeback win. That would be a hell of a comeback. That would be a hell of a comeback, no doubt. I don't know what this commercial is about, but they've got big mugs of beer. It's a Jim Beam commercial. And they've got huge mugs of beer, and now they're drinking bourbon. 19 Berzerkers up in here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank each and every one of you for spending some time with us tonight here on Valhalla Sports Talk, the little channel that could. 1 year old here on YouTube, trying to make something happen in this YouTube game. We are the home for Minnesota Viking football in the NFL, Lakers basketball in the NBA. Thank you, dear. In the NBA, LA Kings in the NHL, and the LA Dodgers in Major League Baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta take my pills. All right, we're starting to get commercials for weed companies to get rid of the weeds in the yard during the summer.
Excuse me, boys?
Being visited by the executive producer, checking in on me, seeing if she's going to fire me because I only have 18 viewers in a Laker stream.
Why do you have Jennifer Aniston and...
I'll have to explain it later.
Okay.
And Betty White.
And Betty White.
They're a co-host.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We paid them a lot of money to be on here.
Awesome.
Raymond says, good work, my friend. I'm back to work. All right, buddy. We'll see you next time. Wild Horse is the world champion LA Dodgers. And Ben Weather Channel throws up some Lakers emojis. Let's get back to it.
With another double-double, just setting up his teammates for easy finishes.
All right, Brooklyn bringing it up. Another shot from 8 in the corner there. Misses it, but he gets his own rebound. Gives it up to 12. Back to Jordan. Stolen by LeBron, but they get it back again. And the shot's put up and made by Brooklyn. That was Irving that made that shot. 101-81 is your score. 6:07 remaining in the game. LeBron bringing it up for the Lakers. Horton Tucker cutting. It's sent to the corner for Kuzma, who jacks it up, misses off the side of the rim. It goes all the way across. Rebounded by Kyrie. Kyrie pauses, gets in the lane, puts Horton Tucker in the popcorn machine, and drains it for 2. Here we go. LeBron bringing it up near side over to Kuzma. Gives it up to Matthews, to Harrell. Harrell tries to put it up. It's blocked by Jordan, and the rebound is corralled by Harden. Here come the Nets. Kyrie into the lane. It bounces off his knee and goes out of bounds. That'll be Laker ball, ladies and gentlemen. Laker ball. Excuse the barking of the dogs. Santa's getting home from work. All right, here we go. Lakers on the other end. Matthews dribbles into the lane, puts up a floater with the right hand. He misses it. Rebound by Harrell, who puts it up and in for 2.
And each and every night, Kevin, there won't be that burden.
Kyrie bringing it up on the far side for the Nets, traveling right to left on your TV screen. He's guarded by Matthews. Looking for a pick from Jordan. Gets it. Runs it to Harrell. Back to Jordan. Back to Kyrie. Out here to Harden. Harden now has Matthews on him. Kick to Kyrie. Kyrie stops, pops at the three-point line, and it's air ball out of bounds. Lakers shot clock violation.
During this winning streak, And if they win tonight,
Wild Horse says Nets can talk smack all they want, but they're up 20 points with only 5 minutes left. They put Kyrie back in the game with Harden. All right, here we go. Horton Tucker brings it up past midcourt, near side. All right, Harrell over to Horton Tucker. LeBron James on the bench now for the Lakers. Horton Tucker puts up a tough shot there, falls down to the floor. He's headed to the free throw line. He's headed to the charity stripe, ladies and gentlemen.
from Los Angeles, the TNT is brought to you by Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. I was thinking, I said that 10 years ago. People are looking at me like it was
All right, 2 free throws from the charity stripe for Horton Tucker. First one up and in. Good.
Tucker.
Roberto LH checks in, says hello from Mexico, my friend. What's up, Roberto? I haven't seen you for a while, buddy. The Dodgers are about to start back up. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back, mi amigo from Mexico.
Alonzo McKinney will check in. Ron is done for the evening with his 32, 8, and 6.
All right, Harden heads to the bench, too.
Harden is finished for the night with 23, 11, and 6.
And so it's scrub time, ladies and gentlemen. Horton Tucker puts up the second free throw, makes it.
Newest net is in Andre Robertson. 7 years out of Colorado. Formerly with the Thunder. Significant knee injury.
Shot by the Nets, drained from just inside the three-point line. Even their bench guys can't miss tonight. Cook gives it up to Harrell. Harrell on Jordan, kicks it to the corner here. Back to Harrell. Harrell turns on his defender, kicks it to the outside. Horton Tucker gets it, step back 3. Puts it up, missed off the front of the rim. Kuzma goes up for the rebound, does not get it. Nets get the ball coming this way. 3:39 remaining in the fourth quarter. 105-85 is the score. Kyrie with it in three-point land. Gives it up. Dribble drive penetration into the lane. Rebounded by the Lakers. Cook will bring it up. Cook stops at the three-point line, waits for Kuzma to get to the side. Dribbles to the top of the lane, gives it up to Harrell. Harrell steps back and then finally shoots it. Misses off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Brooklyn. Roberto says, I'll be around more soon. MLB is coming. You're right, buddy. The King Lee Way checks in, says, hi, Valhalla. The Lakers look lost out there. It doesn't help that we are a little injury-ridden and tired. And no, not exactly an impressive outing from him, but not too surprising either, I would say. Not too surprising, given the circumstances. Given the circumstances, my friend. How are you doing, King Lee? Pitchers and catchers reported yesterday, King Lee Way, for the Dodgers. It's almost showtime for our Dodgers here on Valhalla Sports Talk, folks. We'll be hearing a lot of that way downtown bang and take a seat over there and big stick activated, ladies and gentlemen. Skip doing a lot of barking as the end of this game nears. A lot of barking from the little dog.
Regular season. Do you sense that? Do the optics tell you that when you watch these games?
And every year you go through this.
All right, let's get back to it here. 105-85.
Bad weather, under snow.
3:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. LeBron and Anthony Davis having a discussion on the side there.
The first month to 6 weeks. Okay, new team, new system. Let's go after this. And then, injury here and there, and the little age starts to kind of go over.
Inbounded by Brooklyn. They cycle it around the three-point line looking for a cutter. They find one, number 24, who turns on his defender. Ball comes back out up top. Long three put up. Missed off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Campbell out there for
Here we go. Cook bringing it up for the Lakers. Kicks it to the side here to Dudley. Oh, hell. Back to Cook. Back to Horton Tucker. Tucker brings it into the lane, puts it up with the right hand, and it goes, and he's fouled. And he will go to the free throw line for the and one. King Lee Way says, I'm getting excited for the upcoming Dodgers season. In March, I will be taking a mini road trip to a few states. How cool is that, dude?
Lakers last loss
Try to go to some games, huh?
more than a year ago was to Harden and the Rockets.
Horton Tucker nails his free throw.
I can tell you that FanDuel
That makes it 105-88, ladies and gentlemen. 2:13 remaining here in the fourth.
and free-to-play games. Sign up and play at FanDuel.com.
Ball cycled around underneath baseline, a whistle, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Brooklyn.
Drive and a Brooklyn foul on the play.
Lakers to inbound it from the side here. Dudley will be the inbounder. He'll send it to Cook.
Some kind of road trip, isn't it? They play Phoenix. Good team. They got the Lakers tonight. Looks like they're going to come away with the 19th win of the season. We're talking about Malays. This is a team that is not playing that.
So this will drop the Lakers to 22-8 on the season, 9-5 at home. 9-5 at home. Brooklyn will move to 19-12 on the season, 8-7 away from Brooklyn. Lakers cycling around. Cook gets it from Horton Tucker, dribbles into the lane, puts it up, and nails it.
You can kind of establish a rhythm and spacing and pacing.
1:49 clock running here in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn loses it. Dudley gets it, puts up a rainbow pass. It's picked up by Cook, who takes a three and drains it. 4-3. Man, my F5 key just works when it wants to. Like Kobe. All right, here we go. Brooklyn on the other end. Shot put up. Foul called.
And a foul. It's on Kaycock. Devontae Kaycock. Only his second game this season. Let's take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. Tomorrow night, the Bulls will take out.
So Saturday, February 20th, the Lakers play the Heat at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I might do that game.
This building against the Los Angeles Clippers. And then ABC Saturday, it's the Miami
Wild Horse Academy says, let's go Cook.
of the NBA Finals from last season.
Next shot rattled and missed. First free throw good. Second one rattled and missed. Here come the Lakers.
Up to what we've seen lately.
Cook bringing it up on the far side there.
This is the third
Pestered by a Nets defender. Dribbles it all the way in and has his pocket picked right at the rim. Here come the Nets.
waiting for Mike Shepard, but his hamstring injury is not allowing him to.
101 remaining here in the fourth. 106-93 is your score. Brooklyn, a three taken. Missed off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Lakers. 47 seconds, Horton Tucker brings it up. Stops at the three-point line, dribble drive, penetration into the lane, turnaround, kicks it out for three to 28, who drains it three. Like Kobe. Cook acting like he's hurt there now. 30 seconds, clock running here in the fourth. Brooklyn with the ball. Step back three. Drained.
The Philadelphia 76ers. And it is the fifth consecutive win.
Horton Tucker, dribble drive, in and up and in.
Win their fifth consecutive game.
11 seconds remaining. That's probably going to do it. 109-98 is your score, ladies and gentlemen. 109-98 is your final from Staples Center in Los Angeles. Brooklyn gets the win in this one, ladies and gentlemen. 109-98.
Their third consecutive win over the Lakers in Los Angeles.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting raided by Rocha. We are getting raided by my buddy Rocha. Rocha Entertainment in the house. Welcome, everybody, to Valhalla Sports Talk. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Tough night for the Lakers. 109-98 is the final in this one. I want to thank everyone that came into the stream today and spent some time with us. Also want to thank our co-hosts, Jennifer Aniston and Betty White, who came to join us tonight. But welcome to everybody from Rocha Entertainment. That's a big channel here on YouTube. That's one of them big boy channels here on YouTube. But thank you so much for you folks taking the time to come over here and say hello to us here at Valhalla Sports Talk, your home for the Los Angeles Lakers on YouTube.
Obviously, and rightfully so, about the big three for Brooklyn. But to me, it's those big three.
So a lot of these folks that are in here from Rocha's stream are probably Warriors fans. That's his big draw over there on the channel. But I thank Rocha so much for bringing all these folks in here to say hello to Valhalla and see our deal. We've currently got 29 Berzerkers up in here as Thor's army continues to grow.
And James Harden, their ability to suck the defense in to catch you.
Alrighty, so we've got everybody said howdy. I want to shout out as many as I can. Brittany Delaney, Jacqueline Stokes, Tyrese Green, Matthew Kamar. Hello to all of you. Brittany, Justin Cross, Parker Johnson, a new name. Dre says, yo, what's up? Yo, what's up with you? Easton says, Rocha Raid.
8 of 30.
Yeah, I'm a real Lakers fan, buddy. Over 20 years. Ben Weather Channel checks out for the night. Parker Johnson says, Rocha Raid. I liked and sub. Thank you so much, buddy. The King Leeway says, let's get them on Saturday against the Heat. We'll probably do that game, King Lee. We will probably do that game. Watch the community tab. I always announce in there what we're going to do.
I appreciate you, brother. Good luck and keep stroking.
I always announce in there what we're going to do. But big thank you to Mrs. Aniston and Miss White for joining us here on the stream today. I never saw Rocha post in the raid there. He might be doing some closing business stuff, but do appreciate the folks from his channel that came in to say hello. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are headed out of here shortly. 13 Berzerkers up in here. Let's do the final numbers on the stream. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so the final subscriber count was 3574, so that's right where we started today. Right where we started. Not really sure what the schedule is at this point after today. We'll look to see what the Kings got going on in the next few days, see what the Lakers have going on. We'll have to decide about NASCAR on Sunday. Ice checks in, says, yo, what's up, Ice? What is up, Ice? How you doing? But your final from Staples Center, 109.98. Lakers catch the L in this one. Quick look at the stats for the game. Leading scorer for the Nets was Harden with 23 on 7 for 15 shooting, 6 for 7 from the charity stripe. LeBron James put up 32 tonight in a losing effort, 14 for 23 from the field, 3 for 6 from the charity stripe. Rebounds, Jordan was the leader for the Nets, had 11 assists. LeBron James had 7 for the Lakers. Final team stats, field goal percentage, Brooklyn 49% from the field, Lakers 48%. 3-point percentage, that's where this game was lost by the Lakers, 46.2 for Brooklyn, 26.7 for the Lake Show. Turnovers 13 for the Nets, 16 for the Lakers, and rebounds 39-39, dead even. Dead even, ladies and gentlemen, on the rebounds. But at this point, we're going to go to the end screen here. I'll count to 20. Thank you again for those of you that joined us tonight here on Valhalla Sports Talk. And we will see you folks in the next stream.